Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, friends and viewers of the Idaho Esports Twitch channel. My name is Kaz, joined here tonight by Bradical. It's Wednesday night, which means we are finally bringing you some Counter-Strike action. We weren't here last week because there was a week's break between the end of the regular season and the beginning of playoffs. But now we are here. The beginning of playoffs for ECAC for our Vandal Varsity team, who's had a pretty successful season, save for a couple of games throughout the regular season versus Purdue. Who, if I was there for that game, if any of you guys remember that game, you know it was a game. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
We
but
love
today,
games around here. We do.
I believe that we have another kind of curious situation. Today we are going to be playing the University of Virginia. I have talked to Styx about this school a couple times, and he told me that considering their roster and their face-it levels and ELO and stuff like that, he was expecting them to win the entire thing, and then they lost to Purdue at some point during the regular season, that's crazy for me.
Oh, boy.
But also not, because Purdue just played out of their minds when they played against us, and I guess they just played out of their minds when they played this team as well. So maybe this will be a fair matchup. Maybe we will not be so victorious on the other side of this, but at least there is not too much to lose. Even if we do lose today's matchup, we do have another fight next week versus the loser of the other match that's happening lower in the bracket for the third place spot in the season, which even though a bronze is still better than nothing at all.
Exactly. I mean, our Smash won bronze.
That's true.
Yeah. So, yeah, congrats to the Smash team.
Any recognition that we get is good, I think.
And I don't know if this is correct, but I'm pretty sure we played University of Virginia earlier on in the ECAC League, and we ended up getting 2-0'd.
Possibly.
I'm pretty
probably
sure
wasn't
it was University
probably
of
was the
Virginia.
one game I wasn't here for.
Yeah. Because I remember them losing. They lost to Purdue, and then they lost to Virginia as well. But it is kind of weird that they're. Well, I guess is there only 4 in the playoffs? I guess.
I think it's 6?
Okay, so
Question mark?
okay, I was about to say it's weird that like 2 like very high seeds are against each other, but if there's only like a little amount of teams, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, even throughout the regular season, it was like not too many people anyway, right? Now that we're kind of getting on into the playoffs, it's now a much smaller pool of teams. I think the playoff rules still applied the same as like most other games, but there were just less teams and more teams, and objective numbers made it to playoffs. But now we're in the later stages, we're in quarters now? I think this is technically quarters.
Yeah, if the loser of this goes to the third place match, then yeah, it would be semis then.
Oh, yeah. Yes, it would.
Okay, well, starting off the round, Virginia already got 2 picks on the Vandals. Audi getting one of them. However, Virginia
the
getting
Vandals were still
another.
able to get the bomb down?
Yeah, that's actually crazy. Okay, I mean, it was a suicide run to go and plant the bomb down.
Okay, so, hey, keeping things fast.
That was the fastest first round I've ever seen.
And I appreciate that, especially because the Vandals were still able to get the bomb down. So even if they did lose everybody, they still get that money for planting, right? Which is probably going to be huge in the long run, considering how these next few rounds go, right?
Yes.
We'll have to see. We will definitely have to see. Also, note to production chat is mentioning the title and description have not been changed. So,
might want to fix that.
Just a note.
Oh, looks like the Vandals are actually going to be forcing this round.
Okay. Another curious note is that the Vandals are starting on Nuke, which is typically not our map pick,
usually it's
ever.
Ancient.
So I'm imagining that this was Virginia's pick. That I don't hate. I think that Nuke is a very technical map, and if you're good at it, it's a very valuable pick to have against other teams that might not be as rehearsed on the map.
Yeah, Ducklord did end up finding a kill up top here. Oh, but
And
triple
Styx was
pro,
caught out
yeah.
in the open. Triple Pro finds that nice timing on the CS Styx, evening out the numbers for Virginia and the Vandals. Still pretty slow. That
Okay.
scout kill being given the Triple Pro there for the late trade. About 55 left on the clock. Vandals still not exactly sure where they want to take this. Maybe thinking about bringing it lower. Maybe thinking about just staying on beat. Neither option is terrible.
Yeah, but they got to start working up somewhere starting right about now.
Exactly. Running out of time on that clock here. Running out of time to make anything happen. And obviously they want to play a little bit more cautious considering
big soft in that little
the
ratty corner right
guns.
there.
Lovecat has that. Outie there for the trade. Gets some damage off.
Okay, bomb goes down. Morgan San, maybe. Gets up in tower here.
Outie shooting a little bit up in tower. Morgan knows he's there. He's trying to peek out just to see if they can get that shot off, but Outie's already under a lot of pressure, but still will best himself anyway. Finds that kill off Morgan San to secure that detonation.
Okay.
Lovecat chases Washington outside for that kill in a force.
The force worked out.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't see a lot of forces work out. So
typically not, but I feel like the Vandals in particular are a team that kind of knows their limits with who they're playing against, knows when to, buy down and when to actually force their money. And I think CS is a lot less punishing if you're going to force than Valorant is, for example. If you lose your first round and decide to force second round, and then you lose.
Yeah, then you're like ruined.
Yeah, you're in a tough position.
Because then you'll probably be down 0-3 at least.
Waddle force out
through the molly.
Hut because of the molly and still gets that kill on Ducklord. And Saw Outie finding a late trade on Washington. Ooh, nice kill from Styx.
They know there's one more up there.
A little bit of damage on the Triple Pro. Lovecat's going to finish that one out. 3v2 now for the Vandals, but Big Soft's going to find 1-2 now with the MP9 in stairs completely for free. I mean, that is not an area that you want to play into an MP9 with.
Yeah, that was a perfect spot for Big Soft right there.
Now, both players alive, 1v1, both.
What?
Hello? Okay, I guess we didn't see him because of the fire. That's fine. It happens.
Neither players could see each other, huh?
Hey, that's fun. Lovecat still comes up top. 1v1.
Didn't know the molly was a smoke nowadays.
With both players having gotten 2 kills that round, but Lovecat gonna secure that third for himself to find the second round for the Vandals. Now, going into round 4, Virginia still looking like they're buying down pretty heavy. Rest of the Vandals on their pretty normal buys, buying utility, buying rifles, Sticks with that op in hand once again, as opposed to that scout. So I think I'm expecting a pretty typical round out of the Vandals, considering the buys from Virginia.
Yeah, and that's why that force round win was so crucial. Because if you get a win with a force, it's like it sets you up for next 2 to 3 rounds even.
And I mean, I guess in the case of this, 3, right? Because we saw Virginia go for the counterforce in the next round, buying some MP9s and stuff like that, and it just didn't work out in the way that they wanted, which is going to prolong the amount of time in this first half that they're able to cover any ground, which, I mean, you don't really want to be losing rounds like that, right? If it comes down to it, later on, you're losing rounds back-to-back that you could have won earlier on in the half had you made better financial decisions. And, could possibly end that half in a point deficit.
Yeah, and so far the Vandals are playing this eco very nice, or this counter eco.
Ducklord holding a nice angle on Big Soft.
Yeah, and didn't lose any guns. Their Vandals' economy is set for the next at least 3 rounds,
right? Yeah. That's very good. That's obviously
great
the
start.
ideal situation for the beginning of the half. First 4 rounds going pretty much in the way that they would have wanted after winning that force, right? And Virginia, who's just now buying rifles and buying up pretty hard too, are putting themselves in a very vulnerable position with this buy, right? You know, they're buying normal util, they're buying rifles, but losing anybody during this round is going to be difficult to compensate for later on in the half.
Yeah, I think that's kind of why the Vandals are playing slow-ish now. Is to try and play for picks because they know the picks are very crucial.
Now they don't have to walk these up. Lovecat caught distracted. Waddle taking a very aggressive early pick and
that was
finding
risky.
success out of that.
Didn't have a teammate to like go and trade him either.
Which, I mean, so far, considering something that happened earlier in pistol round as well, seems like something that Virginia is pretty good about doing. But Saw is going to find that pick and trophy, even out the numbers. Have a couple that were holding B down, find their way down vents. Got Waddle holding HUD as well and Squeaky.
I love that hold position on this map so much. However, he gets off of it.
Oh, Audi
should have stayed on it.
Yeah,
listen to me.
Had the advantage, but no, I feel like Waddle is the type of player that likes to push up, see if he can catch a player off guard. He knows those timings pretty well, but sometimes the timing's just not there.
Oh, okay. Audi gets taken out by Triple Pro right there. However, Triple Pro is literally one shot now.
Yeah, it sticks in a 1v3 situation. Full health, no util, only that op in the shield. It is kind of him against the world right now, playing into these 3 rifles.
I mean, but as we were saying, if he looks like he's just going to save, not going to play for exits, but if he did go for exits, Virginia's economy would definitely be going down a lot more, as we were saying.
And, you know, that's about what you'd expect, right? You're not going to play with an op as offensive as he was an AK. They have bomb on ramp already. Like, there's no situation, unfortunately, where you're able to isolate those and take that round. So another round on the board for Virginia, even though they lost a few players, still, I'm sure, are happy to have taken that round.
Man, Audi and Lovecat are the ones on top for the Vandals. 7-6 kills, popping off so far.
The dynamic rifler duo over here. Audi and Duck Lord have a lot of synergy
Waddle
with each other.
Super aggressive here, playing around smokes around the corner.
The most ratty spot. I mean, no one is expecting this.
I love rat spots, though.
Oh, we know. We know. After yesterday.
Yeah,
if you missed the Valorant game against Pitt Greenberg yesterday.
Oh, my gosh. And this rat spot.
Oh, but Saw there for the trade.
Yeah, he could have got 2 there, but Saw just had, like, awkward movement. You know, like that awkward movement when they aren't looking at you, so they just move around weirdly. Yeah, he could have got 2. He ended up getting 1, which is still very good.
And those numbers are going to be very important as we go on later in the round. Vandals still kind of need a little bit of ground to cover, but considering the spots, you have some outside, some deeper in halls, not even on site. Could just be a situation where, you know, if the Vandals are able to clear up site, just take B, get that bomb down. It's still kind of hard to say. Nuke, in the case of Styx, who looks like is trying to take an aggressive push for right now, he's not great when you're playing inside with that op, right? You can hold for some longer angles.
From the op yet. Hasn't had the opportunity to fully utilize it, but we have seen Styx in the past with the op, and he goes crazy. Duck Lord finding a kill on Triple Pro. Vandals coming out on site. Morgan San traded out. Big soft getting Duck Lord. It is a 2 versus 2 situation.
The health advantage for Virginia here. The position advantage, too. You have one going over to Hut, taking out Styx, holding down that op right now. And the shots do not connect for Saw. Around on the board to tie things up between Virginia and Idaho in a situation I think they very much needed.
Yeah, we were talking about the Vandal economy a couple rounds ago, but yeah, this was the worst case scenario for that economy. This is going to be, that was the last round.
Yeah, those were their 3 rounds. They had their 3 rounds that they saved up for, and just pretty much.
Okay, this is their 3rd one, but this is a stretch.
Yeah, this is the 3rd round, I think, right here. And I think outside of that, Vandals really need to adjust the way that they're playing things here. I think there were a lot more that they can get away with just because of gun diff, right? Earlier on in the half when they were playing into Virginia with pistols and such, there's a lot more that you can get away with.
Waddle missing the op shot. Look at jiggling, testing it, but Waddle is like, don't test me.
Yeah.
Don't test me. Sure, I missed the first one. I never missed the second.
Ops, not exactly respected, but Ducklord does find Washington, so I think the op was in the hands of Waddle, so the op is still up, but there are even numbers now. It seems like the Vandals are at least always able to even out those numbers after the opening pick, and always maybe able to get a second outie there for Morgan, but Big Soft taking out Saw as the Vandals try and make their way into B site. I've been calling the sites wrong the entire time.
Yeah,
it's fine.
This map, so.
Audi also takes down Big Soft. 3-2 situation for the Vandals. Health advantage once again in Virginia's favor, but man advantage, possibly not. Triple Pro does take out Audi, but Styx is there for the trade. Now it's left to Ducklord and Styx to hold down the rest of the site.
And it looks like Waddle's just
But it's not worth, yeah, Waddle's going to save that op. It's not worth to go and play that.
Very big win from the Vandals this round.
Mm-hmm. And even though they are able to take this point lead here, the amount of resources that they dedicated to this round were too much considering how many people died, right?
Yeah.
You lost 3 players from the Vandal side that spent up. And going into this next round, they might not have the economy needed to hold that same amount of competition as they were able to this round.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I wish, if it was Audi that was picked off by the off in the beginning. I'm pretty sure it was.
It was Lovecat.
Oh, Lovecat.
Mm-hmm.
Just play it safe. No need to just jiggle peek right there. You don't want to take any risk, because if you die, that's a lot of econ down right there.
Still looks like the Vandals are feeling pretty good about their buys. Virginia is actually the ones who are deciding to buy down for this round. Playing on that hero op, the MP9. Not much else. Lovecat trying to swing out with that SSG.
Okay,
Audi finding a nice one.
Might not know there's another in there.
No one knows that that trade is there.
Triple Pro solo is taken out. All right.
Waddle still trying to fight this. But Lovecat is there, I think, for the at least 2 now. Right, Big Soft trying to hold down ramp. But the rest of this team is already dead. That's a free site for the Vandals. And a free pick for anyone who's able to find Big Soft, it seems like. Roaming around right now, going into control. The trophy in the lobby. Audi not looking for it.
Yeah.
Perfect timing for Big Soft. Audi
but now the Vandals know where he is, and this is going to be very tough. Oh, expects to blink, doesn't anymore.
Tries to isolate the 1v1s, which is pretty smart. Knows that someone's going to be pushed up in hut, but, there's not too much that you're going to be able to do against those guns, right? Buying down in this situation for Virginia was the smarter play, as they should be able to buy full rifles here, regardless of losing that op. But I am a little bit concerned. Just a tad about how this round ends up going for Virginia. If they win it, that's good. They should be able to take back another couple and, bring the economy deeper into their favor. But if they drop another one, then it's like, well, you're making that gap bigger for free for the Vandals, right?
Yeah. But they have to try something, otherwise the league's just gonna keep on growing.
Agreed. So far, a lot still in that neutral play right now. Not too much happening. Saw trying to push deeper into trophy for any kind of information, but Washington not visible.
Yeah, 2 players holding this site, both on high ground positioning there.
Could be big things for the Vandals.
Throwing some utility out, flashbangs go out, everything's going out. There we go.
Morgan was trying to get a pick, but Audi was there for him first. Big takes out Ducklord. Saw for the trade. Triple Pro finds himself 2.
Yeah, finds a
nice jump peek through the scaffold. I like that pick a lot. Triple swinging. Styx still able to come on top of Waddle there for the trade. Lovecat
lurking about here.
Picks up the rifle. Washington knows he's there, and with the help of Waddle, able to finish that out. It's 2v5, or 2v2, I think, turning out in their favor. Vandals, I believe, still having a little bit of money to play with for this round. But it could have been big things if they were able to take that last one. Now, things are a little bit more shaky, obviously. Virginia still on some not as healthy buys as they could be, but still have that op, still have some plentiful util between the players that are using it the most. Still should be some solid opportunities to tie things up for Virginia, maybe take a lead later on. Just have to see. I mean, so far, anyway, they've been holding down A pretty well, and I don't think the Vandals have been pretty tempted to take B, but I think things might change on that front this time around.
Okay.
Washington jumping straight into the open, and Loafcat being able to come out top for that. The XM!
Wow. Okay.
Finding Saw. What an amazing shotgun.
I know. That feels like it's so far away. Like a shotgun. It's a realistic shot. I like it.
Waddle.
Oh, has the op.
Holding down single for right now with that op. Audi and Duckler trying to decide who's going to swing first, but Triple Pro.
I love that jump.
Getting done. That's not too much that you're able to do about that, unfortunately. You do see Waddle here pushing up a little bit more, as well as Morgan Son, who's able to take out Ducklord. So dwindle down the numbers a little bit. Audi having to fight against that op. Does take it down, but Morgan there for the trade.
Yeah,
2v2 now between Sticks, Loafcat, Big Soft, and Morgan Son.
Yeah, and Sticks and Loafcat are very separated right now.
Bomb still down as well. Sticks trying to see if he can jiggle this a little bit.
Yeah, has to hope Morgan timing peak him.
Oh, it does. Isn't able to finish it off.
There we go.
Able to finish the damage.
Game
started by Sticks.
1v1.
Oh, but Big Soft still able to come up on top, tying up the round in a crucial buy something. I guess more of a buy up from Virginia, but to tie that up in a round like that is incredibly important for them to be able to do. Now, the buys are pretty much completely reversed, right? Vandals now having to buy down to Tech 9s and Deagles and 5.7s, and Virginia being able to fully buy rifles and utility, with only one not being able to buy kit. But still, much better position that they've been looking for those past couple rounds.
Here we go. The Vandals on the save round, just full fortunate. Mollies and all, just going straight through. They don't care.
Matter. Washington finds himself three anyway. Ducklord with a very late trade. Sees Triple Pro in admin. Sorry, I was trying to remember the name.
Triple Pro always survives on like less than
and 20
HP.
Morgan on the heavy flank. Now just Loafcat in that 1v4 situation. A lot of opportunity for him to come up on top. Big Soft. Able to push out.
4 angles.
Yeah, it's not a situation where you want to be. But now, round 12, last round of the half, and pretty even competition for the most part thus far. Seal that save round from the Vandals to be able to buy up in this scenario. I don't really know what it means if they tie up in this situation. I feel like right now both teams are doing a pretty good job holding control over the map, over the round, even if it seems like the Vandals have lost quite a few rounds. This was something I was talking about during your guys' game yesterday, that, you know, you lost those 4 rounds on second map, I think at the beginning of the first half, and it was like, oh, well, that's kind of rough to come back from.
Yeah.
Right? Especially losing the 2 pistols consecutively, which I think in the case of Virginia, there's a very good chance of that happening. I feel like a lot of their defense is just stronger, and I feel like this is more so a defender-sided map, so having those rounds very, very important.
Yeah, maps where it's like defender-sided or whatnot, if it's 6-6, that's a good half for offense. Like, that's a massive half for offense. Usually you'd be lucky to get like 3, maybe 4.
Ducklord and Saw able to find one of their own.
Yeah.
Sneaking in the stairs, holding a angle on that rail banister there. Now Ducklord trying to shoot in the sight, see if anyone's there. Morgan's on. Living in a squeaky, but Audi's ready for it.
Oh my gosh.
Nade thrown
crazy
deep
turnaround
towards Squeaky. Waddle in this flank with the 5-7. Audie's ready for it again, but Waddle is going to best him this time around.
Waddle's super low.
Holding for Big Soft.
Nice.
And finds it. Stepping out of Mini just in time.
This is going to be a lot to ask for from Waddle here.
But not impossible. Does have that rifle, has full utility, and even though the health advantage is definitely not in his favor, especially in the man advantage as well, now with the bomb down, a lot of pressure on him. There have been situations where he's won these, right? Never mind. Six was holding that.
Yeah.
Big angle to hold. I think they have that read perfectly, the Vandals, and we're able to hold that angle. Just, I have no words for it. It was just perfect.
Perfect. Beautiful. Do you think Sticks heard Big Soft outside running? Is that why he just totally just turned around and just shot him with the op there?
There could have been that, but I think
away.
he turned away as he started running. So I don't know if he would have heard that as he turned around, or if he was just turning around because maybe someone could be coming from this way.
I mean, it was
Let me turn around to hold
if that happened.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was an excellent timing out of Styx' part.
All right, Virginia.
Well, there we go. Styx able to find one of his. Waddle finding the trade. Washington trying to look for one and ramp. Rest of his team baiting ramp. Looks like they're going through admin instead. Ducklord sees that. Maybe going to look for his one. Maybe one's going to push him. One has to push him, right? Molly down towards fence to block anybody who's trying to move through that. Saw taking quite a bit of damage from Waddle. Big Saw finding Ducklord finally outside. Bottom of ladder there. Saw holding Loggy down. Not exactly in the best position to fight this defense. And the positions, I think, from Virginia are just awesome. I mean,
they are.
They're kind of playing four corners here. Washington taking out Audi Loafcat there for the trade. Washington taking out Saw. Is Loafcat here for a trade? Unfortunately not. A million bullets. None of them are connecting, unfortunately. Virginia is going to be able to take that pistol.
Is that just the strat on this map? If you're on offense and you have pistols, you just rush? Because that's what every team has done so far.
I guess so. I mean, every single pistol round, we're just like, all right, we're sending it. There's no need to wait. We saw that in the first half. We're seeing it in the second as well. But I feel like, despite that, I feel like the Vandals did as best as they could. It's a 5-man rush to wherever it is they're going. There's not too much that you can do about that, right?
Yeah. Only way to really prevent that is either someone has like a hero play or they did like a gamble on site. Morgan Sun picking up a kill on Ducklord here. Sticks trying to shoot the guy on.
I mean, he got some damage on Morgan. Yeah. Saw trying to run around and see if he can get this one on Waddle. Just unfortunately not able to come on top there. Triple taking out Audi on site. Sticks with the health disadvantage, letting Triple Pro find that second. Find the round for Virginia.
Yeah, pretty clean anti-eco from them. And by pretty clean, I mean very clean. None of them died.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, a flawless round. That's exactly what you kind of want to see out of a round like that. Now the Vandals obviously just going to play it normal. I think it's better that they decided not to buy up this time around. There's more on the line when you're finishing the half 6-6. Because whoever wins those pistols is almost instantly putting themselves in a better position to, win the game at that point, right? Now, Vandals buying rifles, buying utility. Lots of interesting encounters happening here on A. Ducklord finding himself one. Look, Audi looking for another from heaven. Waddle and Triple Pro finding one of their own. Big Soft finding one. Loafcat alone in heaven. On the, just so much pressure. Sticks taking down Waddle. Loafcat finding two to finish out the round for the Vandals.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that was a round. That round happened, and the Vandals took it. Did lose.
That was just a gun diff right there. Thank God.
Well, that's what you would have been expecting, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Virginia found so many kills that ended up being essential for them getting that bomb down with just Mech 10s, which is usually not a situation that you're expecting to happen.
Yeah.
Right? But they were able to dwindle down numbers, I think, just because of the positioning and the gun. Loafcat was in a much better position to find those kills, and did so with, I won't say ease, because it definitely was not easy.
No.
We got it done.
Yes. Yeah, the job got done. Yeah, all that matters. Something curious I saw that round, too, was Audi he opted to buy a worse gun in order to max out on utility, which I do like in this team setting here. Something you probably don't see in ranked, though.
No, probably not. Loafcat taking out Washington for the opening pick. I think the first time this half the Vandals were able to do... Oh, no. I mean, I guess the pistol round. I can count that. Waddle finding Loafcat for that trade to advance further down to B site towards ramp. Anyway, I don't think too many of the Vandals are down there right now. Some will be trying to go for that rotate, but making so much noise while doing it.
Okay, so they tried to, like, do a weird triple peek, but they all ended up peeking one at a time.
Yeah, let's just give them once.
Okay.
Yeah, and then just make all the noise while doing it as well. It's just unfortunate timing. I guess they thought that they were already on site, and now it's a situation where we just gave them everyone in the world, not worth playing anymore. Styx is going to stay above ground and save that rifle. I wonder if Virginia is going to try and get hungry to get that rifle off of them, especially because Styx is playing with no money. Could be advantageous to do so, but I don't think they're going to try to.
It would be risky for them too, because if one of them dies, it'll be a struggle to buy.
17,000 kills on that stat track.
That's decent.
Some light work.
I mean, I probably averaged that in like 2 days, maybe 3, but I guess 17,000 is all right.
Going into round 5 of the second half here. Virginia's still in the lead, 9-7. Vandals have just lost another round that was economically kind of in their favor, and now are forced to buy down a little bit here.
Yeah, and this is not a pattern you really want to be doing. Especially this late in the scoreline when it's 7-9, because you're saving now, and then it's going to get a bit scary here. You need to string up a couple.
Not actually pushing out of... Ooh, well, Styx finds his one. Doesn't know that someone's going to be holding for him, but gets a significant amount of damage on the Morganson anyway.
Waddle and Washington getting 2.
Does he find the one? Washington, critical health. Okay. Styx
did some damage to Styx. Styx did some damage to himself as well.
Bit of a risky play jumping down from that, but it is okay. Pro holding down vents.
Yeah, 3 versus 3. A lot of people lit up.
Lots of damage across the board, and bomb still not down, but still about 50 seconds left to go for Virginia. Still about plenty of time, and I think plenty of space made for them to be able to go further. Styx taking out triple pro, but still so low. It's big to be, you know, this deep in the round. Styx having gotten himself 3 already. That hero rifle is doing numbers. Ducklord finding Waddle. Loafcat left alone with Morgan and able to come on top. Another round on the board for the Vandals. Now
huge round for the Vandals.
One round away from being able to tie that up.
That was a safe round for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Which is definitely not
just like that. That like turns the tides.
It's definitely not what you were expecting to see. Definitely not what I was expecting to see.
Yeah.
Out of that round.
Especially with how the offense was going for Virginia.
Very big that they were able to do that. Now just trying to move on, seeing if they can make anything else happen. Need kind of eaten by Big Soft and Trophy there, and then the smoke goes down, creating a little bit of pressure for those sitting there.
Loafcat has been holding that area alone like every single round. I'm surprised Virginia hasn't like caught on to that.
I mean, and sometimes it's just worth it to do that. Just be the safety, the the kind of dive bait for information if anybody decides to push you. And in most cases, you could typically get one. Ducklord does find his one as well.
Let's see if Lovecat gets his 4. Gets one.
Finds one. Immediately. Oh,
okay,
finds two.
Nice.
Is traded a little late. Or Sticks here in admin. Triple Pro able to find that one.
Yeah, got a bit.
And the molly to push anyone away, but wasted. Nobody is home. It doesn't seem like Waddle is going to be pushing deeper in the B either. Still just trying to play together that... Or, sorry, Morgan's son, who has the bomb right now. I thought it was Waddle. He died. Saw! Turn it away! A little too late.
And now he's stuck in his corner.
Pushed out by the nade. I mean,
that's
under so much pressure this map.
They're getting...
Planning real open, but Ducklord able to cancel that.
Yeah,
all up to Morgan in the 1v2.
He's going to hold this, however, Audi there to prevent it, making it 9-9, tying it up.
Oh.
This is a close match.
Yeah. I mean, Virginia just didn't know that they had B locked down and should have taken it when they had the opportunity. I think not taking it ended up being not to their favor. And, you know, they tried to force up a little bit and did not, you know, come out of it alive. And I think are going to be forced to save a little bit here, maybe buy a little bit of utility. I'm seeing some 5-7s and Tech 9s. The Vandals still buying pretty healthily, but still taking that time out. Maybe to readjust some strategies, figure out what exactly is going on. Again, Sticks, out of talking to him, said that he thought that Virginia was the favorite to take it all, but they're holding some pretty decent competition against them. Again, I'm not sure who Purdue is playing, but I'm pretty sure Purdue is playing in the lower bracket right now. Not really lower bracket, but it's just the other part of the bracket. I'm pretty sure that they're going to come out on top for that one.
Yeah, maybe.
Just a thought. So I believe that whoever comes out of this series will be fighting Purdue in Grands. Would be a rematch for the Vandals after playing them last season.
Get some revenge.
And would be, I think, Virginia's first time up here. If they were able to get past this series alive. And I mean, considering the competition thus far, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, it went to a map 3. And I think a lot of the time, the Vandals do tend to take a little bit of a mental blow later on in the series. I'm sure you know a little bit about that.
Map 3s. Get it done in 2.
Washington.
Wow,
actually, a lot of the team is taking so much damage from the nade. Saw, able to find one. Audi. Saw. Audi. Ducklord.
Beautiful hold. Was that a save run? Or Virginia?
For Virginia, yes. But just an absolute bum rush. So glad that someone was holding for Audi. And I thought he was going to get traded out, but nothing happened on that front. That was bad. That was rough for Virginia. And the buys are, even though they have rifles and stuff.
Too.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously you're going to time out on those ecos. You're going to see if you can re-strategize, plan for ahead, and not really plan to win that eco. But even then, now the buys aren't looking as strong for Virginia, even though they still have those rifles. The eco's not there. They still have the armor, but the util is not there. And there's a good possibility that they don't come out of the other end of this round. There's already a lot of damage on the Lovecat very early on in the round, leaving him very vulnerable for later on. Does have to reposition deeper in the halls, I think.
I think the Vandals kind of expected a full rush there because they've seen it every save round. So they just had a lot of players on site getting ready. They saw one. They're like, hey, if we see one, that's probably where the whole team is. Calling it out, and boom. Yeah, perfect hold just like that. This round going a lot slower. Couple of Virginia wandering on outside here. Saw holding this angle. Will anyone peek? Big soft. I know you want to.
See the smoke coming out. Should allow them to move a little bit deeper. They see Saw up there. Big soft. Does take out Saw, but 6 is there. Or at least 1. even out those numbers again, as the Vandals are known for doing, but Styx is under too much pressure in admin.
That was a great team play right there.
Absolutely.
Jiggling the peaks. And,
there's not a lot of opportunity for you to come out successful, but Lovecat.
Wow, Lovecat with the op.
I mean, once again, if you're going to be able to even out those numbers, Big Soft for the trade. 2K for this round. Smoke down on site, able to get the bomb down, it seems like. Audi able to take out Big Soft. Morgan Son taking out Audi as he peeks double. All up to Duck Lord here playing in single. I'm sure Triple Pro knows it. I think that's why he's holding around that area. Morgan Son holding a little bit lower, just waiting for him to peek.
This is going to be hard for Duck Lord. It looks like they got a very good read on him. Yeah,
a little bit of pressure. Molly there in single. Duck Lord does take out Morgan. Triple there for the trade. Virginia did lose quite a few players during that round, so although they were able to tie it up, I'm not sure if they're not going to be able to buy as well as they did last round. And even then, last round was a rough buy, right? They're once again back in that same situation. Rough buys all across the board. Better buys from the Vandals, I believe, but still, I'm sure not as comfortable as either team wants it to be. Right, which is good. I'm glad it's close.
Yeah.
Keep me here longer. I need the money.
You know what? 24-hour CSGO match right now. Maybe they go into OT and it's like 60-60.
Taking out Styx with that nade. There's too much pressure over there. Can't exactly
that's the first nade kill.
First bit of util kill I've seen in this series. Saw trying to peek out, see if you can get anybody trying to cross towards Secret.
Yeah, it was bested last round on this angle, so let's see if we can maybe change it up a bit.
Doesn't look like he's going to be able to, though. It seems like most of Virginia's already in Secret, and no one's been traded, which is good. I think what's been
Audi
to their detriment. Triple Pro swinging perfect.
Audi didn't have like the right crosshair placement exactly for that. When you're on like an angle like that, it's so hard to get the right crosshair placement.
Waddle taking down Duck Lord. Lovecat does find his one though. Finds two. For a third, sees Morgan Son. And Window finds a third. Backs up. Has to play this a little more cautiously. Waddle here in halls now. Saw playing up towards ramp. Big Soft holding down single. Backing away. Waiting for someone to tap the bomb. Boom! That's 4 for Lovecat now. Taps the bomb. It's not for Waddle. Saw.
It's all down the Lovecat.
Lovecat!
He gets the ace! Oh my gosh!
Has the time for the defuse.
Does he?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Getting it just by a hair without that kid.
Oh my gosh.
The ace clutch for Lovecat.
That was beautiful.
Oh.
24 kills on
round
Lovecat.
Well needed for the Vandals. Cinched together by Lovecat. Taking that MVP spot for the match. Pretty solid.
Yeah. That was just a beautiful ace.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
That's that's pretty sick. Especially, considering that Virginia was just about to get to a point where their economy was going to be a little bit stable.
I know, yeah.
Right? Having won that round,
what
they pretty much could have set themselves up for a map win. But now, that kind of upset of a win for the Vandals kind of turns the tides a little bit, as you said before, right?
It does. Yeah, Virginia's just going to keep having these weird vibes over and over. This is not the cycle. This is our third round in a row with a weird bye.
For both teams. Numbers even once again. 4v4 situation, but I mean, it was like the 2 brokest players from each team, so not really too much lost. Saw once again trying to play out a cat, seeing if anybody's peeking outside. Waddle holding down Hut. Neutral play right now is always a little stale, and for good reason for both teams, right? Obviously, Vandals don't want to give up too many rifles, and in the case of Virginia, I mean, they're already playing on such tight buys, and you don't want to lose too much more. Kind of falling apart from that. Saw taking out Triple. Waddle is taking out Duck Lord, but Saw still holding down Heaven. Pretty careful, right?
Waddling on site right now.
Trying to force out Saw, but Big Soft is there to take that one down. Putting the numbers into Virginia's favor. Able to get that bomb down in a much better scenario for sure. Flash thrown mini. Audi throwing a flash out of vents.
Oh, he's
sure about the one outside.
Man,
Waddle
we've
and
seen that
Big
corner
Soft.
so much.
It's a great corner.
It is a great corner.
It's a great corner if you're
W corner.
holding for anybody in mini. But yeah, it was a rough one to lose for sure for the Vandals, and now they're on the rough bye, and
they're gonna
Virginia
save
is able to play
point.
for those rifles. See the timeout coming out for the Vandals as well, trying to prepare ahead. I think once again they're in an eco, probably know they're going to lose this, or they're going to aim to win it anyway, right? They're playing for that overtime spot. And worst comes to worst, right? They have to drop the map and go to map 2.
And then we win that, and then win map 3. So.
Exactly, which I'm sure that if it comes down to just having to accept that you're most likely going to lose, Vandals are going to pick Anubis for second map anyway. Or not Anubis, Ancient, my bad.
Yeah.
And are still pretty confident on that map. I feel more confident than a lot of teams besides Purdue.
Yes.
To the extent of, they're probably accepting that they're going to be able to take that, right? But map ain't over. Nuke is still a fun time all around.
Ain't over till it's over.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that yesterday.
And it could be worse. I heard that the Vandals are, for some reason, really bad at Mirage, which I feel like it's really hard to be bad at Mirage. It's kind of like, it's like the Haven of this game. It's like it's either that or
like
Dust 2, right? It's like it's the map pool staple. It's kind of always there. Everybody knows how to play it because it's just been there for so long. But I mean, they say that Mirage is not really their strong suit, so I guess it could be a worse situation. Nuke is not the worst of times for either of these teams, it seems.
Yeah, Vandals.
Yeah,
running
that
around
five-man bomb rush.
Yeah, they heard Morgan or saw Morgan and are wanting him dead. They are hunting him.
Meanwhile, the rest of Virginia is already trying to make their way into B, pretty much uncontested. Throwing that util out pretty early. Seems like Morgan is going to take a little bit of damage, but get away from that unharmed.
Yeah, and both teams basically swapped sides for this round.
Nade thrown, Ducklord taking a little bit of that damage. Big Soft able to find the first. Morgan finding the second. Washington finding the third.
Yeah, that can't really.
Yeah, you're playing with USPs here, right? You're playing in a fucking... Sorry. But you know exactly what I mean, right? You're playing in AKs.
Well, now I do.
Yeah. Triple and Washington finding those last two to secure the map point for Virginia. An opportunity to go into OT for Idaho. And an opportunity to go... to just take map 1 for Virginia. Should be a fun time.
Yeah,
hopefully,
and even though it was a save last round, the Vandals still are going to have a weird buy.
Yeah. But that's what you're preparing for, right? You save so you can buy as much as you can for this round, buy as much util as you can. None of them have really been able to buy kits all game because of this, this back and forth that's been going on.
Which I kind of like. I haven't been in too many games where it's a lot of back and forth. And yeah, this game definitely tested your knowledge about economy and stuff in this game. And which team? This is an economy battle. This game is exactly that.
But
shows some strategy.
Coming out of another timeout, which I think is kind of interesting that the Vandals are deciding to take this second timeout. It's low risk. It's pretty much their last opportunity to do it, save if they go for an overtime play.
Yeah,
right?
I think it's a very good timeout. Just make sure you get that play down. Know what you're going to do. This is their last chance to make it to overtime, so might as well use what you got. All right.
Round
match point. This
24.
is for
they have
overtime.
Played 24 freaking rounds of Counter-Strike 2. And it's been a lot of great competition between both of these teams. Again, it's so incredibly close. And for a while, it's been really hard for me to be able to tell who really has a firm hold on this map. I think some could argue that Virginia is playing better and has been playing better where it counts, right? But for the most part, we're still here. And that there is something to note about that. Regardless of if it goes 13-11 or if we go to overtime, like, there's a lot of close competition.
Yes.
Virginia pretty much getting a free B site. Lovecat maybe trying to hold for it.
Shamokia playing Hollow Knight. Wow. Okay, bomb going down.
Lovecat maybe looking to step out. Locked. A lot of stakes.
It's
for
about
at least
to become
this map.
real chaotic,
real fast. Yes, Washington finding the first on Audi. Things are slowing down, actually, because the rest of the team is playing together on ramp, which I think is the better situation. You see the Flasher stepping out. Lovecat first. Watto finding that one. And Big Soft picking out Duckboard Triple Pro, finding the last two needed.
Such a good hold.
Yeah.
That's such a hard site to try and retake. I feel like
because there's just not a lot of options to get in, right? You're playing in through Rip, you're playing in through Secret, and then they have Halls control, and then they have pretty much full site control. There's just not a lot of space for you to be able to take there. So, obviously, a hard round, hard-fought map for the Vandals to, play as a whole, right? But I think the fact that they were able to take the map this close is saying something. That's a pretty significant loss and win in the case of Virginia to be going forward.
It was a very close map. The next two maps are, in my opinion, going to also be very close. I think both teams are going to get to double digits.
Yeah, have to, right? I wouldn't be surprised if the next map goes to overtime. And considering what I kind of saw from Saw's screen, looked like it might be going to Dust too, but we should have more information about that after the break. We'll talk more about the series, the stakes and fates for both of these teams in the semifinal matchup between the Vandals and the University of Virginia. Until then, go get yourself some water, go get a snack, go use the bathroom if you've been holding it. A Rice Krispie treat. That's a fun snack. I like those.
Yeah.
And we will see you back here shortly.
Hello, welcome back, everyone, after that unfortunate loss on map number 1. It was close. We are moving on to map number 2, which I believe is going to be Dust?
Yes,
right?
Dust.
Yes, it is Dust. Yeah, not much to say for what the Vandals should really change. I think both teams just came out with their best for the most part, or the best you can be in this situation. And yeah,
which was curious. I heard that Nuke was our map pick.
Yes,
which
is the first time we've picked that map.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't played Nuke all season. Did play this same roster has rehearsed Nuke quite a few times, probably in Face of Pugs and scrims. I'm assuming in last season as well for officials, but never this season. It's been a while since we've played it and went out of our way to pick it. So the fact that we did and kept such even competition, I think, is really good. It was unfortunate that Virginia was able to come out on top for that. Maybe because their Ancient was just too good. We just couldn't play into it. But I don't know. Going into Dust 2 now, which I guess is Virginia's map pick. But it's also a map that the Vandals are comfortable with as well.
Yeah, we've seen them play this
sense
quite a bit.
Dust 2 is also like Haven in a way where it's like everybody knows this map. Or, I mean, people at this level know this map like the back of their hand.
Well, they should know like every map, really.
Exactly,
like,
but it's like it's another like staple map.
Yeah.
Dust in particular, in the context of Counter-Strike, is just the map that's always been there. I think they call it Dust 2 because it's like a reworked version of the original.
Some minor changes.
Yeah, probably major. It's the reason they have to add a 2 to it, maybe. But I mean, this map has been in here since basically Source, right? Or at least 1.0 or something like that.
OG map.
CES fans who know this game and this map are going to get real mad at me for talking about it like that, but I'm not as experienced.
Okay, sticks.
Yes, that's
oh my gosh, that flick on that head.
Once again,
look away.
The pistol round bum rush. Six able to find that first and
through mid and
walk away from it.
Loafcat's going to be the only Vandal on site here.
Nice shots from Loafcat. And washed in there for the trade. Makes sense.
Got traded out, but getting one there was actually huge because now it's a 3 versus 3. Vandals getting ready for this pretty fast retake. They are all here together.
And you already have Morgan holding door kind of here.
Yeah, Virginia didn't have a lot of time to try and set up crazy close positioning. Morganson getting one, Washington getting one. And there goes the Vandals. Darn. If the Vandals had 3 on B, or like 2B, 2A, 1 mid, they probably would have held that like pretty good for the most part.
But again, it's a pistol round. I think the way that Virginia and the Vandals in turn like to play those pistols are a little bit more of a bum rush, but not even like just a full bum rush, right? They'll 5-man one angle, they'll get a pick, and maybe get a trade, and then they just leave, right? And because they just know it's not worth playing that. And I think that's how both teams aim to play their pistols. And I wouldn't hate it if they did. Like, now we're going deeper into second round.
Surely you like flashed them or something, right?
No.
We'll just
that didn't happen. We didn't see that actually.
Yeah,
no. Washington only found those 2 after leaving mid doors, taking a little bit of damage.
Yeah, I don't know how the third Vandal died.
I guess DC'd, I guess, man. I don't know.
Not again. No.
But it seems like Virginia was able
going on
to
the hunt right now.
seems like Virginia was able to get that bomb down at A and pretty much completely rotate just to get the finish, right? Don't want them to save any money, although I think realistically they're getting more money by dying here, but they're getting more money by getting the kills. So
yeah, Washington has been going crazy, 5-0 so far, and I've been wanting to say this: Washington's crosshair is the ugliest crosshair I've ever seen. I hate crosshairs where there's something missing on the top. It's a plus sign, but without the top part of the plus sign.
Well,
Ugh.
I realized recently that there is some benefit to that because the way that
cover
if
the
you
head, or
and it's a lot easier to identify the head.
Yeah.
Because you only have to worry about getting that.
Ew, though.
Yeah, I mean, like, it looks strange. Definitely does look a little strange. But I see the use in it, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, seems like Virginia is doing a pretty good job getting that extra
Vandals
once again.
Trying to let them have sight there, playing for this post plan.
Just a util dump in the spawn.
It's crazy. It's like a garbage can.
And even with all that util, Lovecat still gets first blood for that round 6. Gets second, trying to swing out.
So much util, he's still going down for them. That's a big stop the way there.
Audi going for the M4. Morgan and Big still holding this down pretty well. None of the Vandals have a kit here either. Yeah.
Oh! Got spammed through his mouth. What the heck?
Okay, never mind. They have time. But they don't know where the bomb is, and they don't have time. No one has kits, so they just have to leave, save their weapons, and another round on the board for Virginia.
Man, you can definitely tell this is Virginia's map game. They are playing this map very well so far. But it also is mostly because they've been winning a lot of gunfights, per se, especially like the first 2 rounds. Vandals, even though they had the gun advantage, just let them take sight, just playing it calm and cautious, which I like to see.
I feel like there should have been a little bit more aggression on either side, really. The fact that they were kind of just able to walk in, mostly by just dumping all of the util in the world, but regardless, pretty much able to walk in with no challenge at all. Not what you want to see, right? Lovecat does find Washington, gets a rifle down, but Triple Pro able there to be there for the trade. Washington does have a lot of money as well, so I don't think there's any harm in losing him this early.
Audi, a lone warrior, holding sight here. Duckboard. The door!
Okay.
Got spammed through the doors. Uh-oh.
Curious about that.
That's going to open up this mid spawn here for Virginia. They still got to clear it out some. Now, depending on which side... Okay, it looks like it's going to be B, so there are 2 Vandals here to hold it off, make it 1 now.
Big Soft taking out Sticks. Audi there for the trade. Saw taking out Morgan. Waddle there for the trade.
Okay.
Audi in a 1v2 situation left in his spawn. Upper blocked out by that Molly, and I mean, he doesn't have kit in this situation either, so...
Yeah, it has to kill.
If he wants an opportunity to win this, he needs to play a little fast. Gonna try and take this Molly anyway, or take this upper anyway. Maybe go through doors instead. Triple. Oh, turning around at the last second. So unfortunate. But a 4th round on the board now for Virginia. And I mean, so much of this has just not been going any sort of the way that the Vandals would have wanted it to.
Yeah, he was kind of scared that one of Virginia's was going to flank him by pushing out. But I don't think you should be worried about that in that situation. Because I would just assume they would be playing sight as a pair. I don't know. You kind of just got to take risks. It wasn't 1v2, but
what ego.
Morgan confrontation here.
Falling to Ducklord, being pushed out of long doors by that Molly. There are a couple trades that went back and forth, but Vandals come out on top of the man advantage.
Is this their first man advantage?
The map? Probably.
Okay. Hey, good start.
You know, minus like a brief moment in pistol round, right?
Yeah. This site is going to be free or maybe. Okay, Vandals grouping up. They might try and stop this plant, or they might just let it happen.
It might be better to just play together for the retake, but even still, they're blocked off by a lot of utility.
In the street alone here. Oh my gosh, he's
like a hill advantage. Waddle spots him out. comes on top for that fight. Oh, Washington trying to spray downwards. Audi finding the late trade. See one in road. Waddle peeking their head up against box once again. Audi.
1v1 Saw rushing it.
Oh, Saw has kit.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Nice.
well, that's round for the Vandals.
Let's
okay.
go, Saw.
I didn't know we had kit. Honestly, I wasn't paying attention too much. I thought none of us were buying kit again. But it seems like
There
this
we
time
go.
around the Vandals were able to, and therefore Saw was able to clutch that up.
I was started to start worrying quite a bit if the Vandals lost that round.
Yeah, I was like, oh, what do you mean we're 5-0 right now? What happened last map? What happened this map? But, I mean, I feel like that's still a valid question to ask in round 5. Vandals still down with quite a bit of ways to climb if, you know, they want to take that lead in this half.
Would you say this is a attacker side map? Or not?
If anything, Dust 2 is a defender-sided map.
Okay.
So
Oh,
the
no,
fact...
there's a decent amount of, like, areas you can look up if you're on attacker.
Which is, I was assuming why the Vandals wanted to pick the CT side, but even still, Virginia's defense, or Virginia's offense has just been flawless so far.
Besides that, Saw picking off and walking.
Continuing
Triple
that
pro,
streak from
wide
last.
swinging into 3 Vandals right there.
Damage does not phase him in the slightest. Taking a lot, but still able to come out strong there. Now the 5v3 for Virginia. About 52 left on the clock.
Yeah, just lurking up mid here. Big soft. Thinking about going? He's thinking about it. And he's doing it.
Mm-hmm. Bomb is still in mid. Obviously, they have the partner, but sides are kind of
Wolfcat,
locked
just stay
down.
in that corner. Come on. Nope.
Nope, he's going to ego it, which might be for the better. Waddle is probably going to clear this. Boom. There's the one. Oh! Doesn't find
almost.
the third. Just runs out of bullets in the nick of time, but
Wolfcat just been going crazy today. Nice shot from Sticks.
there we go. And the shot from Sticks to finish out that round. Saw taking MVP. And slowly but surely, Vandals are working to close that gap made very early on in the half by Virginia.
Yeah, we didn't see a whole lot of Sticks op action last map, and we've seen time and time again how good he is with that op. So maybe Dust will give him a better opportunity to fully utilize the op here.
Howdy. Throwing out Molly in the mid doors, forcing Morganson out, but are Morgan and Washington out. Still going to get that damage anyway. Saw out there for the trade. Some util.
Yeah, rest
running
Virginia
the
just going to push up mid here, and they're going to get pinched.
Takes a little slow to the bat there. Wolfcat able to delay the push anyway. Ducklord and Saw as well. Just up to big soft in the 1v4 with, what is that, a Glock? Yeah, I'm going to call that round. No? Who says no?
That would be a crazy caster curse. If he ended up with okay. Just some aim training there. We're just practicing our spray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, what's nice about this game is at least the spray patterns are consistent, right?
True.
It's not like Valorant. Don't have to worry about just tapping.
Nope. Okay. Well, I mean, the Vandals, they've started to cook. They turn on their monitors and are playing the game now.
Looking to maybe tie this game up now, but Virginia back on that forced buy and looking to keep things competitive between them and Idaho.
Oh, right, there is going to be aggression here from the Vandals. Picking off two.
Morgan just walks into the molly?
We've literally seen that like 2 rounds ago. Oh, wow. Walking through the smoke, no util.
Let's just give them
knowing
all the
that-
ones. Virginia is just falling apart here.
Yeah, that wasn't great.
Sticks taking out Triple Pro, and once again, it's up to Pink here.
I think the Sticks op is going to be what changes it.
Oh, he's holding the wrong angle. Quick soft.
My bad.
Taking out that op. No, it's fine. It happens. Duck Lord there to get the damage off, and Saw with the shots.
Virginia
2 is back.
Just played like too aggressive. Like
I wouldn't even say aggressive. I'm just gonna call that off.
Yeah.
We just gave them all the ones in mid-long. I mean, the Vandals have literally done the exact same play for 3 rounds in a row.
Yeah.
Throw the util long doors, make them peek out. Maybe one falls, you get a trade. And then another one is like, okay, I get this one. And then they also fall. It literally happened 3 times now. Virginia's fallen for it, all 3. So surely they don't go again. And it doesn't look like they're planning on it. It's another save round. They're going to bum rush Cat. Just try and make this play. The only person who has that defense there is Duck Lord, who sees that, knows to drop. Saw is also there, looking for one and just doesn't get the shots off. Big soft also finding Duck Lord as well. Revenge for the last 2 1v5 situations that he was forced to fight.
This is such an awkward angle to hold with a pop. Down here. I like it.
Audi does find Washington. He's looking for another. He's pretty deep
he
in
was
straight.
lurked up. Hey, man, here.
What's going on? Lovecat playing around Morgan, taking out triple on site. That's site free.
I think the Vandals know both of them are
CT.
here. Oh my gosh, wait, there's a Virginia
Sticks
person
taking out Big
up.
Soft. Waddle has such
long.
a massive flank.
Do they know? They
No.
don't know.
Oh, now they know.
Only gets one.
Yeah, the target priority was wrong.
Yeah,
there.
if that bomb was planted in a different spot, that could have been huge. But
especially since I feel like they should have known where the bomb was. I at least saw the head. I don't know if they did as well, but I think you have such a massive flank there. I think there's a lot of pressure on you to like find value.
Yeah.
And even though you found that one, you're not getting much out of that. I mean, 5 rounds in a row that Virginia has pretty much just tossed aside as if it didn't matter. But now, back to healthy buys for both teams. A little bit stronger from the Vandals for sure, but still strong nonetheless.
Virginia is going to maybe try and contest A main. No, they're still having nightmares from it.
Yeah, not trying to push long doors as fast as they were before. Letting the Vandals waste their util.
Oh, okay.
Sticks.
A miss.
Taking a little bit of damage from that nade there. Washington seeing a little bit of damage from that flash.
Yeah, and it's just looking like a little bit of a split here.
Doesn't work too well. Jump.
Yeah, there are 2 Vandals here.
Yeah,
it is
I mean,
maybe a 2 versus 2.
They are always planning for that trade, just waiting to see if one is going to ego it first and fall into the crosshair.
Oh, that was
that's
played.
massive.
That was perfectly played from Virginia right there, and that's
Washington finding Lovecat down the road for the trade for Triple Pro. A 2v4 situation, op in the hands of Sticks, and I think Virginia's just going to take site, get that bomb down, and let the round run out to tie things back up 5-5 here. And
that was so perfectly played by Waddle and whoever else was fighting with him. They knew like exactly where the Vandals were holding for those doors there.
They checked that perfectly, right? Yeah. And Waddle was there behind him is like, if anybody tries to go out for the trade, which you're going to expect them to hold the trade because they did it 3 times.
Yeah.
I have the up. They're going to walk right into my crosshair, and I get the kill.
Yeah, that's very good adjustments. Very good adjustments from Virginia, learning from mistakes.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
you love to see that.
Really coming back from, again, those 5 rounds where they just dropped the ball every single time it came down to it. But now the game is tied up once again, round 11. Vandals on not the greatest economy.
Not at all.
No.
Still have a little bit. Is rich.
Little bit of money to play with. That's probably why they're able to buy so hard here. But yeah, the rest of the team. Never mind. I rescind my statement. The money's tight for sure.
If they lose this round, it's good.
The money's there, and then Lovecat immediately dies. So that's definitely not what you want to see at the beginning of the round. So early. Seems like Virginia's just aiming to go for that default play here.
Yeah, Virginia hasn't really shown a lot B presence. So I like the Vandals.
That's such a good nade usage.
That was.
Sticks using the nade to clear up the smoke, took down Washington, even out the numbers now. Seems like they're always able to do that, right? Opening pick, they're able to. They even out the numbers later on. It doesn't even matter.
They're not worried. Oh,
wow!
That was crazy.
That was great. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that was beauty.
Yeah. 3v4 now. Vandals into Virginia. 55, 56 or so left on the clock. Still not enough ground made to get bombed down anywhere, but Sticks is going to whiff a crucial op shot.
Big sophist.
Oh, he peeked out. He saw Audie's knee. He single-handedly took B. Waddle with the last kill on Saw. Wow. And that's going to be the round for Virginia to confirm that lead. Now going into half point. Freeze time? That's
half
not a time.
Point. I haven't heard that before. Half point. I like that.
Looking to confirm the 7-5 or maybe just go into 6-6 again. There were a very strong 5 rounds that the Vandals had found, but considering the buys from last half, I mean, really, they might have been safer taking the save.
Yeah, it's looking like it's probably going to be a 7-5 with what the Vandals have going on here.
But hey, it is not over until it is over.
Yeah.
There is still a chance for greatness here. And I think the Vandals are still looking for it. Maybe a little bit of ratty plays coming out. I see the MP9s. I see the FAMAS. We do have the 1 M4 coming out of Saw, and pretty much nothing on the side of Duck Lord.
Yeah, poor Duck Lord. Oh my gosh, $0, a pistol. Man.
The money might have to change a little bit here, but I'm curious that we're still seeing the timeout anyway, right? Maybe they're just like, you know what, we're dropping the half.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts, so
yeah, they have the time.
Yeah,
and if they utilize their timeouts in the same way that they did last map, it's probably just going to be, let's try and keep it as close as possible in the next half.
And if Virginia bum rushes B, I think that's the perfect play. I was going to say it, but yeah, because they haven't hit B at all, so they're expected Vandals not to.
What?
Duck Lord, $0.
Don't discount the Glock, I guess, man.
Gosh.
Don't discount the Glock. We said, oh, man, what are you going to do with that? He found 2 for free.
We bullied him. We made fun of him, but he
What?
proved us wrong.
3v1 now.
That
what?
Crazy from the Vandals. W timeout is all I have to say.
Yeah, I think I can agree with you on that one. It's all pretty much up to one player on Virginia now. Morganson with that op in the full util.
I'd like to imagine Sticks just stood up from his chair during that timeout and gave a motivational speech.
And it's like,
for the whole 1 minute.
If that is the round that ends up deciding this game, I'm going to be incredibly disappointed in Virginia. Not fully clearing Lovecat.
I love that
shooting
body
Morgan
physics.
in the back of his head. That's another 6-6 half.
Yeah.
For Virginia versus Idaho.
Gosh, these teams are so closely matched.
What is going on? What was that round?
Well, man, yeah.
I mean, those opening 2.
Vandals with a huge comeback. It was 4-1.
Yeah.
We're forgetting this. No, it's 4-0.
Yeah, it was 4-0, and then they found their one, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And then they immediately won and took the lead. And then it was a little back and forth. And then for some reason, Duck Lord with a Glock 18 finds so many opening picks for free that he should not have found, considering that he was playing completely in the, rifles.
Okay, Vandals continuing a streak of bum rushing on pistol rounds. Love to see it.
Why has no one died? Okay.
Okay, 2 people
and that
died.
is sight,
yes.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean...
Vandals getting that bomb down.
Have the attackers won, pistol round?
Nope.
Oh, no, they haven't.
No, we have. They have, I think. Yes, I mean, they won last. The attackers, in the case of Virginia anyway, won.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh, Saw.
Saw with a 4K on the pistol round. How silly.
Honestly, don't even buy a gun after that, Saw. Just keep.
It's like, honestly, see, we call this the Bradical strat because yesterday, multiple times in the series, you would be on like a third round after losing the first two,
Yeah.
and it's like, I just have a Spectre. Let's just use the Spectre until I die. And honestly, that's the move.
Yeah,
that's the move.
I was rewatching the stream. I killed someone with a Vandal and then completely ignored picking up the Vandal, which is so funny. But Washington getting to, but then Saw
with the immediately trade. Saw it. This is Saw's game right here. I don't want to say too much about it, but
it's his half. It's his half.
There are absolutely some big moments coming out of Saw and Ducklord. I think players that we don't typically expect to perform as strong as they do this map. Oh dear.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
A little bit of a flank from Waddle there. I'm surprised no one was holding door.
The 2v2 now.
Go up.
Lovecat on some critical health and Big Soft trying to push up with that USP.
Yeah, the Vandals literally have no clue where any of Virginia is right now.
Maybe considering going B.
Trying to guess.
Maybe going uncontested. There's only one. They see Waddle. Body blocking a little bit.
Lovecat's like, I'm not going. Oh,
Big Soft taking out Lovecat. Oh, Six gets the bomb, so is at least able to... Oh, fake? That's not worth. Just plant. He's trying to hold for door. 35 left on the clock. He's got to make something happen. Doesn't know how close they are, so he's just going to stick this time around and wait for them to play in. It's a 2v1 now.
Okay, what spot you going to play this time, Sticks?
They're not exactly sure. Oof!
Did they see him?
They don't see his gun yet. They have no idea where he is.
Oh.
He finds the one.
And
Big Soft play with the scouts. And finds it!
Okay, Sticks, the
A
1v2.
crucial second round for the Vandals. What was that? What was that?
Yeah, wow. W play from Sticks. I'm not sure.
I mean, that was great positioning. I can't even lie. Yeah, that was just the perfect spot to play. Everything fell right in the place.
I think Virginia sent the man with the scout to try and go on the site to try and bait because the scout's not very good in that situation.
Because they didn't know where he was either.
But the scout was the last alive. His teammate was picked off first.
Which was, just perfect timing from Sticks. Some very strong fist bumps were exchanged after that round, for sure.
Power fist bumps. Yeah, I felt them from here. I felt the vibration.
A little bit of an earthquake in the broadcast room.
Sorry if the stream goes down.
Howdy. Pushing his way in the tunnel, going doors, and just barely missing that engagement with whoever was roaming in mid. I just missed who it was.
See, something I like about Valorant is you don't have to have people watching flank. You can put a tripwire or something.
Yup.
But in CS,
you just gotta dedicate a man there.
Saw is eating right now. Yeah, he is. And he's devouring, all right? He's not just eating, he's devouring. It's a full course buffet here.
Lovecat having to duck down. Triple pro. Not exactly sure what to do here. A lot of pressure outie there for the flank.
And Vandals quick rotating
is that B confirmed?
And that's a great play.
Big Soft. Just getting a little bit of damage.
Okay,
traded
but
out
the
by Saw.
site is clear now.
And it should be a confirmed site.
Great
Waddle does
rotation
take
from
down
Vandals.
Ducklord, but still.
Yeah, I don't know what Ducklord was doing right there. I don't know why he didn't tuck in the corner or something.
Unfortunate timing. Triple pro taking out Saw. 2v3 now for the Vandals. On the post plant. Audi just taking a little bit too much damage. Sticks fighting two.
Oh my
gosh. For his third, having to play this clutch. Very careful, but Morgan with the health advantage, able to come up on top there.
If he won that, he would have planted the flag with his name on that site.
Yeah, might as well.
He owns that site if he won that.
Yeah, we're selling sites here. The amount of clutches that he's found, it's just his site.
I don't know what happened to Ducklord mid because it was smoked off. Did he push through the smoke, expecting Virginia not to be mid? I guess I don't know. I would prefer him to tuck, play some numbers. Then no side score.
But it happens.
Yeah.
It's nothing too
Every
significant. The Vandals are forced to buy down here. Virginia still kind of on weird buys after last round, losing so many players on that third round force. A little bit on the line for both teams, for sure. But looks like it's that save round bum rush that we're kind of used to.
We love to see it. And I do like that they have one lurker main area. Okay, Pistol's not
That's
doing...
3 for Waddle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pistol's doing what they normally do.
And Rifle's doing as they normally do. That's another round to tie things up for Virginia.
It is crazy how back and forth this game is.
Yeah,
for both maps. Like
there's a reason about both of these teams have made it this far into the season, this far into playoffs. It's this about the perfect matchup that you can have for a semifinals match, right? Really just depends on, I think, who is able to come out on top for this map. Obviously, Virginia looking for that map win to take the series.
This is going to be a bit of a battle here. And those in favor so far. Saw just going crazy this half.
We must be on Wall Street because the trades are going crazy here between these two teams.
He already has double-digit kills this half, and it's been 4 rounds. 5. This is, but that's averaging 2 a round. That's
big. That's pretty big.
That's pretty big. That's pretty massive.
Well, I'm down for the Vandals. Well, they get
might just save.
quite a few rifles out of that round. I think, yeah, they were realizing maybe we find one in road, maybe one playing against car. But outside of that, there's not too much they can do in terms of a retake. 2v4 with an MP9 and an M4 is not the situation you really want to be in, that's for sure. It's going to be a round confirmed for the Vandals. Audi actually in mid, throwing that flash, not swinging off of it. Seeing the shots from Morgan, but losing the rifle. Hey, and that's why we don't ego that. That is why. But a lead found by the Vandals, but I'm not sure if that will be stabilized. Obviously, Audi did lose their weapon for that round, and Virginia just played their save round. And honestly lost it pretty hard. They're playing on the last of their wallets here to find some success. Anyway, you'd also see one of their players buying down a little bit, regardless of their economy.
Okay, Waddle changing up, holding this angle off now. Oh my gosh, the timing, though. I feel so bad for Waddle.
Lucky. Up immediately down. Big soft, taking so much damage.
Oh.
Sticks able to take out Morgan Soft from the top. Big Soft finding Sticks as he drops right in front of his face. Soft able to find that trade. The mollies.
Was all Virginia here, or they just like quick rotating?
Triple pro. Come on, they're pushing up so deep into the smoke. Triple pro.
Smokes and stuff.
And suddenly the round has been flipped into Virginia's favor, but Audi has a lethal flank.
Yeah, I don't think Vandals were really expecting 2 more of Virginia's players to be there that fast. Kind of caught me off guard.
Knows he has to peek very deep.
Yeah, has to try and grab the bomb.
Finds the timing, hits the comm, able to get the kill off a tie. Now, once again, the rounds are going back and forth between these two teams.
2v4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those the smoke push-ups, finding those kills in the smokes, so essential for Virginia being able to turn that around in their favor. Round, I don't think a lot of us expected them to win. That's both teams having won a save round now, and Vandals now forced once again into their own save round, which may let Virginia take one, may let Idaho take a lead. It's really hard to say. It really is. Both of these teams, I feel like, are so evenly matched.
Playing slower, even though they're saving? What? not bum rushing on pistols? Uh-oh.
Well, they're not on T side, which is probably why. I lied. They are on T side. It's a very curious play. Never mind. You are right. It is important to pick that. Maybe they're waiting for someone to push up, get a rifle off of them. It's a little bit of a default play regardless of the bomb being in someone's hands here.
Yeah, and Virginia is so stationary. They are not budging. Yeah, it looks like the Vandals are going to go try and fight long doors here.
I like these positions a lot better from both of these teams.
Oh.
I mean, if they decide to just bum rush out of long doors, at least they'll just be able to end the round pretty quickly.
I think Virginia might hold them. If they,
big soft actually peeking out.
That was great
Terrible timing.
We said opposite.
Well, I mean, terrible timing for big soft, right? You know, getting caught out as they're thinking, oh, surely they're not going to push this. Let's just leave. Low cat taking out triple. We got bomb. Okay, Duck Lord in mid, creating some pressure for Washington. It's a 1v3 for him now.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even. What? I blinked and I missed it. It's a 3 versus 1 on the safe round. Vandals picked up 2.
Why do both of these? You know what? Just stop buying rifles. I think both of these teams should just be playing on pistol rounds for the rest of the map.
I know.
Considering they've just been playing so well on their pistols.
You convinced me.
I mean, hey, we saw our first pistol round that wasn't a bum rush and made it work. So
yeah, and that's like pistol rounds. Like a lot of people just like say, let's just rush, but you can just win based off of just strategy in a round. Like,
and I guess luck on those timings as well.
Yeah, that was. I think they might have heard them running away, and then that's when they decided to peek, maybe. Otherwise, yeah, that's crazy timing.
Timeout coming out from Virginia after having lost a couple rounds and having the opportunity to buy up here again. They definitely need the time to sit down and strategize and really think about what it is
Vandals
that they're aiming to do. Because after losing a save, one team losing a save, the other team, or sorry, one team winning a save, the other team winning a save.
Okay.
The favor is back in the hands of the Vandals, which is the first time that I've been able to confidently say that a team actually has control on a map. It feels like throughout the entire series so far,
they are still
both
only
teams
win by 1.
Exactly. But it's a very advantageous one if you think about it.
Yeah.
Most of Virginia is not on great buys here, and that hasn't always meant awful things for them, but it's never always been great for either team. Maybe I should not talk so strongly and just wait to see how this round plays out.
Yeah, Virginia going with a force buy here. If they end up losing this round, Vandals are at 11, and then it'll be a save round. So, assuming the Vandals win that save round, it would be 9-12. So this is a very risky force, but if it pays off, it pays off big.
Absolutely.
Ties up the game and everything.
Not to mention the eco from Virginia's blue. I don't know exactly who it is.
Oh, thanks, Blubs, for the follow. Slay, Idaho. He says, is that good?
Sure.
Idaho, slay.
Sticks finding the kill through the smoke. Pretty much for free.
CS Sticks picking it off. Popping off.
Should I just put on the Gayson for the rest of the round? How are you finding a very nice pick through Washington? Wow, it just sounds like my normal voice. Oh. Oh dear.
It just sounds like you put on nerd voice.
I mean, I can also do that. And then I can go up here and talk nasally. It seems like we're confirming that we execute.
Smoke down the cover doors, and I mean, the Vandals are kind of all across the map right now, but it doesn't really seem to matter. Oh, never mind. Big soft finding a very nice kill on the Sticks.
Does matter.
But the bomb's still down on B.
Yeah.
And no one is over there. And
Artie's
who is
they're
about to
saving, they're
contest
saving.
this? Saw. And he. Oh wait,
No,
no.
that's
Lovecat
Lovecat.
dies. I thought it was Saw.
If it was Saw, it would have been 3.
Yeah. So. Couple of us did lose some rounds.
I think the Vandals might even know where they're saving based off that if they want to go for the hunt. It looks like they are going for the hunt.
They're all in pick. Oh, Saw!
That goes one. No.
Where are we taking those? Where are we taking those? Guys!
We have money, and if we got a single one there, that would have screwed them a lot.
But the issue is...
We didn't. Yes, that is the issue.
The issue is that Virginia got kills and therefore has a little bit more money to play with during this round. Even though they were just on a pretty hard buy down, they were able to get some money out of those kills that they found in the late round and therefore now have rifles. Obviously, the Vandals still have money of their own to play with, but still, I mean, those aren't picks that you want to give them in the post play.
Preferably, you do want to kill them.
That is true. I'm hearing boos from somewhere.
Why are we booing?
Booing
this is a positive workplace environment.
We're booing that post plan that the Vandals just played. That's what we're booing, and I can't even lie. I agree with the play. Now, Vandals playing
the amount
much
of
nicer
lineups
buys.
These players have memorized is crazy.
I mean, that's kind of how you have to play it.
What do you think, like, the average amount of lineups each player on this level? Like hundreds?
It's got to be. I think there's so many for each map. Waddle pretty much hugging the smoke, just waiting to see if anybody egos it. So far, not much has happened. Vandals haven't been able to push forward far enough to find any picks. 40 seconds left on the clock, and still not enough space made. Now, here's an interesting interaction. If I can look over at long doors. Oh, Lovecat taking out Big Soft to start a little bit of aggression towards A side.
There is two of Virginia on
Morgan
A here.
does take down Ducklord, but Lovecat and Sticks find one of their own. That's A side actually pretty much confirmed. I think minus one player. No, they're playing as well. It's a bomb down for the Vandals. Just Waddle and who was that? I don't know.
Parakeet.
Washington. Waddle and Washington. Washington is
Darn.
Washington is able to get a gun, but Saw takes out Waddle.
And
Washington takes some damage. It's like, you know what? I have no money.
I might not win this 1v4 at 18 HP.
Yeah. Let me just save. And it looks
Lovecat
like some of them are
He wants it.
going for a little bit of a hunting spree, seeing if Washington peeks out, but of course he will not. That's going to be map point
if
for the Vandals.
Lovecat was Loaf Dog, he probably could have sniffed him out. Oh my gosh. Washington almost getting found out. But, yeah, it's going to be match point. Vandals winning by 3. This is the largest, not the largest lead.
No, this is the largest lead that we've seen. I mean,
4-0. But
that's true. It was 4-0.
this is the most impactful lead.
That's true.
Yes.
I can't agree with that. Virginia having to spend so much money, and for some reason, Washington is already 27 HP. Did he eat a nade, or?
Wow. Okay. They are getting aggressive up in there and might get punished. The Molly going down. Perfect Molly from Loaf.
Howdy takes out Washington. Lovecat takes out Waddle. Triple Pro is forced out after getting a trade by that Molly. And his elf, obviously, just doesn't want to give too much up. Triple Pro taking out Howdy. Lovecat,
getting spammed
alone
through the
in
smoke some.
tunnel. Just
Vandals
forcing them
thought they had
away
the
from
read.
B.
Oh,
Sticks falling to Big Soft as well. It's a 2v3 now. Too much on the line for the Vandals to stay alive in the series.
The Vandals were so separated there. It looked like they wanted to get on the B side, but there was only 2 of them there to fight it.
Saw taking out Triple Pro. It's a 2v2 now. Big Soft.
Oh,
still
and
full health.
a
Holding
flank
down
from the
CT.
Vandal.
But Lovecat!
Lovecat.
Therefore, that's actually
1v2.
site confirmed. Morganson's playing spawn. Bomb in the hands of Saw. On the flash out, making him across. A risk-free rotate. Bomb going down.
How's
All
Morgan Son gonna
up
play this?
to this Morgan Son with the util
Okay.
and the op and the kit. So
Goes
will
for the
have
flank.
time if he is able to overcome this. Holding-
And I love this from the Vandals playing together on Cat here.
Just playing together for the CT trade. I mean, there's really no other reason to play this any differently, right?
Yeah, time is ticking.
Trying to hold for Cat, see if anybody's going to push through. Knows there's already so much on the board, or so much time. And the bomb is pretty much planted exactly for them. They swing, Molly goes down, finishes out Morgan, and that's going to be map 2
Yeah, the Vandals
for the Vandals.
kind of ran away with it in that second half. Love to see it.
Love to see
and
that,
you said
absolutely.
this was the defender side map?
Yes. Yeah, which, again, as you were
Yeah.
talking about at the end of the first half, Vandals being able to finish that 6-6 is just great.
Yeah.
You know, it is really good that they were able to do that, and it really does seem like the Vandals just had a better hold on the attacker side. I feel like their offense on Dust 2 is pretty strong, and the fact that they were able to finish that, again, the Glock picks at the beginning of the round from Ducklord.
That was
doing
a crazy
so
round. That was
much.
such
Again,
an absurd round.
Really, that round absolutely determined how this half went for the Vandals. And as we saw, you know, they were able to come out on top and do some pretty big things.
Yeah, and we're going to be going to map 3 just shortly here. Probably going to take a little bit of a break. So maybe refill that water bottle you filled up before. Maybe get another snack, you know? Never can go wrong with too many snacks. Get that second Rice Krispie treat. And yeah, we'll see you soon, guys. See you for map 3.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Welcome back to the Idaho Esports Twitch channel. My name is Kaz, joined here tonight by Bradical. It's a Wednesday night, which means we're back with some more Counter-Strike action. We're going into map 3 of this series, semi-finals of Counter-Strike 2 in the ECAC. We saw a very entertaining series so far between these two teams, with Virginia keeping things relatively close on Nuke, finishing that first map 13-11 in their favor. And in the second half, some very crazy rounds, but still relatively close, with the Vandals coming out on top for the 13-9. And now, going to map 3 on the decider of the series, the Nubis.
Oh, snap.
Which, I gotta say, I was not expecting this map to be played today.
Yeah,
Mostly
didn't you say that earlier?
Mostly because I don't feel like I've seen either team play too much Anubis throughout the season.
The Vandals started out with Anubis a decent amount and
That's
then
true.
stopped playing.
Which I think is good. I think, you know, you just, every now and then you gotta get your, like, mandated practice on Anubis, and then after all that, you just, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, Vandals are just going to go for default split here onto B. Lovecat getting first pick is traded out. Sia Sticks following shortly behind. And sight is going to be the Vandals. Bomb is planted. This is going to be a 4 versus 3 situation. Vandals up. There is a flank.
Yeah, triple pro going towards B main, and Waddle already found sticks. Now, Ducklord takes out big sauce, so the numbers, once again, are in their favor. Triple pro. How's that flank there?
Okay, what's spotted, though?
That I actually think most of them are ready for. Waddle taking out Saw. Ducklord catching triple pro pretty much,
Ducklord
running straight into his crosshair.
On the 180 side of just running around that floor, playing around it. He had players coming from
Waddle
both sides.
having a little bit of trouble finding an E-box and has to run away, but does stall Ducklord long enough for him to die to the bomb. Is going to be that pistol round for the Vandals, though. And okay, so here's my concern that I'm already saying is that I don't know how Virginia plays on Anubis, but I know the Vandals are very strong on Anubis, like all the time, especially on T-side, because Anubis is so T-sided. Which makes me concerned. I don't know if the competition is going to be just as even as it was before, especially like this late into the series, this late into the night, for both teams anyway.
My gosh! Morgan-san is everywhere right now.
Triple Bro's just looking at it as like, man.
He has PTSD from that, and this is a video game. Okay, well, that immediately puts the Vandals up
and
in
Ducklord
numbers.
takes out Pro.
Bro. You just
Man,
throw 3
forces
times.
Washington out with the molly. Some pressure out of E-box with sticks holding that. Taking down Waddle. It's just up to Big Soft here.
I've never seen them lose these.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what?
He lost?
What?
With the USP and the 5 SMGs and rifles?
Wow.
I mean, it's beyond me. But should be a very normal third-round play coming out of Virginia. Pretty much just buying rifles as per usual when you lose the first 2 rounds and looking to keep things competitive. Or just give Idaho a third round. I have no idea. I feel like
I'd be okay with that.
we will start to know a little bit later. I feel like it's very hard to say who for sure has a hold on the map until like after the 8th round or so. The first 3 rounds are a really good telltale sign.
Yeah, Virginia has been putting a lot of people mid here, and Vandals are wanting to fight this. It would be a 4v2 battle. Triple Pro getting one, Big Soft getting one. Lots of trades going all around. Virginia on top after it is all settled. However, look at it get in here. There is going to be a 1v1. CS6 does end up finding the kill. And now it's a 2 versus 2. I think that 1v1 was crucial for this round. I don't think the Vandals will expect this much from Washington, especially how late Sticks.
No, Sticks!
He thought about it. Okay, 1v1. Oh. Alright, Washington lighting up his opponent.
That's curious. He smokes bomb.
Yeah. This for the draws out Wolfcat, but Wolfcat just takes him out. And that's going to be the 3rd round win for U of I. Wow. Okay. I mean, we saw this in map 2
Admittedly rough.
of 4-0.
Yeah. But not from the side of the Vandals.
Yeah, no.
So,
they like to be on this side.
I do prefer it. I really do. And we already seeing that op come out from Sticks. Trademark offer for the map or the team. In his off. Pretty much just holding mid until someone peeks him. Tends to be pretty reliable, I will say.
Oh, reliable. I feel like that angle that Ducklord is peeking right there would be fire with checking first round. But so is Bridge. Sticks getting one Big Soft. Ducklord doesn't even need the op. And Waddle getting found out here. And yeah, that's a 5 versus 2 for the Vandals.
Oh my goodness.
Getting his head chopped off. And the Vandals are looking
slaughter.
Very nice right now. They're continuing this momentum into map number 3. Love to see it.
Yeah, it's bomb down for the Vandals going into the post plan, and Morganson is pretty much only here with a Glock.
I love the water on this.
Now, unless if he's absolutely crazy and he's about to pull off the play of his career.
No.
No. Oh. Okay. Hey, I did say it, didn't I? I said unless if he is absolutely crazy and is about to pull off the play of his career, and he started on that. He started on that for sure. But the trade did come out nonetheless. I was hoping that he was able to at least find one. And the fact that he found the one that he did, and the two that he did actually, in the way that he did, I was just like, wow. He's playing deathmatch with these guys.
That was some more farming at the end of the round.
Yeah. A little bit.
He dabbles. All right. This is a crucial round for Virginia to win if they don't want the Vandals to get super far ahead. However, Sticks, that's the angle I was talking about.
Yeah, it was. It's literally the angle you were talking about last round.
Yeah,
Sticks finding the perfect pick.
The smoke. I think that was a bit fast to run through the smoke. But I think maybe wait a little bit, then try that if you're going for like a lurk timing play. But
I don't know. I think he was thinking he was just going to ego it. But if the Vandals were planning on playing the map anywhere close to the way they've been playing so far, this was not worth. Saul holding down E-Box pretty hard. Audi taking out Morgan Son, entry through main. Triple Pro taking out Audi as they try to enter. Saw there for the trade off of Loaf Cat. Bomb will be going down. 3v2 situation now for the Vandals versus Virginia. Waddle
coming all the way through spawn.
Looking
already
for
walking. This is going to be a long flank.
Looking for a pretty aggressive flank here, and Big Soft trying to come out of the nest.
Yeah, he's just waiting for that flank to come.
Waddle taking out Sticks. Ducklord does take out Big Soft though. 2v1 now, and we're not going for it. Yeah, Waddle just picks up the rifle and knows to leave. Now, that is the biggest gap that we have seen in this series so far. 5-0 over Virginia in a pretty stunning fashion, too. I feel like the Vandals has just absolutely been on top of their game. Now we have the one rifle. I believe Virginia has enough money to at least buy rifles, some utility here. But again, playing on the ends of their wallet.
Is there a losing streak bonus in
yes.
Okay.
It's up to 4 rounds max.
Okay. Makes sense why they file.
Once again, both teams going for pretty normal plays. C2 holding down B here. Vandals playing a little bit more default, but once again, just holding Eagles to potentially get a pick, and Ducklord's going to be the first to straight through that smoke right onto Big Soft. Spraying the door, barely missing him. Triple put nose just to move a little bit. Bro, finding Saw. Getting so much damage out.
Okay, it's a 2 versus 4 situation for the Vandals now. Both of them are separated, but they're going to regroup.
But considering there are basically 2 ones, and Lovecat is pretty much full health with that rifle, now 50. Does find his one. I feel like this could get turned into a 2v2 fairly quickly.
Yeah, but the Vandals do have to kind of hurry up. Otherwise, all Virginia is
Morgan pushing through the smoke. Oh, not in an area to really see anybody here. But catches Lovecat.
Going for
he's just walking through in the knife, but nobody can see anybody. Sticks takes out Triple Pro and explodes. Yeah, falls to that nade. Finally, Virginia is able to take the round.
That's the only
very hot fought, very long fought. They needed that for a while, for sure.
Yeah, they got their win. Now let's see if they can keep it up with the competition.
Just hit the half of the first half. Round 6 there. And that's a long time for Virginia to not get anything out. Now, the opportunity for a lead in this half for Virginia is not dead just yet. It's given that Idaho is able to take another round, and it's not too solid yet whether or not they'll be able to. Right? Obviously, after last round, seems like Virginia kind of figured out what they needed to get done, especially with that man advantage that they had later on in the half or in the round.
Oh, Vandals getting the first pick. Audi, congrats. They wanted to push off of that, but that Molly is stalling. And fast rotations from Virginia onto A site. All 4 of them actually on the site now.
And with Waddle down, that's actually going to be that op down for Virginia as well. So a lot less pressure that the Vandals are worried about facing later on here. Gotta be happy about that for sure.
Yeah, and great call from the Vandals to start playing it slow after that. Knowing me, I probably would have rushed site still. Getting that first pick and then just going, but that was some fast rotations from Virginia. Yeah,
Especially because the Vandals need much more clearance to get onto a site, like a pick on site. Now, looks like, for the most part, they're going to be trying to push A here, but they're going to be under a lot of flack to do so. Never mind. Audi finds 2. Pro does find Audi for the late trade, but Styx is able to follow that up, leaving just Washington here. All on his lonesome. How many times have we seen this story before?
Why is it always Washington with this ugly crosser? I hate seeing it. But that was so well played from the Vandals, backing up, playing it slow after getting that first pick, and then instead of just all 5 rushing site from the main entrance, they go for a split to hit it even better, and it was a perfect push.
And considering, you know, a bunch of them were going to be pushing in through one site, through Canal, right? And Audi being able to find this 2 upon entry, that's big bucks. Yeah, that is big bucks for sure. Vandals going in, killing the opportunity to tie things up, and still the biggest point deficit that we've seen all series from either team.
Is there cross maps in like CS with nades and stuff, or do they reach that far?
No, they have timings for like when they have to explode and stuff like that. But there are big lineups regardless.
No cross map nades, right? Like God.
No cross map recon bolts.
I would actually love that in a tactical shooter where you can just try and hit a cross map at the start of every round.
Duck Lord trying to assist Saw, who's trying to peek mid here. So taking a bit of aggression, but not finding anything just yet. Styx is going to open that round up with that opening pick on Washington there.
We've seen that like 3 times now.
Yeah. Same spot, but Waddle does take out Audi. Even out those numbers a little bit.
Yeah, and pushes out of main to get some space here.
Uses not to go for the rifle. Duck Lord finding Morgan pretty early on here as well. Numbers.
It's a 4v2
pretty
on
even. Big Soft is working on the site while the rest of the Vandals are trying to make their push. Duck Lord finds Waddle anyway out of E-Box.
Oh,
that's a flash out. Baiting Big Soft out. It's a 2v5 or 4 situation here, and
it's gonna be
looks like neither of them are willing to play it. I mean, the money's too tight right now. Even after finding that save from last round, it's Virginia is just not able to work here. Now, I don't really know if it's just because it's so late. It is like 10 p.m. in Virginia right now, so that might be a part of it.
Unless they have a VPN. Dude, a VPN that like changes time for where you're at with.
What does that mean?
Just like if you're playing in yeah, VPN time machine. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I mean, you can just manually change the clock on your computer.
You guys never use a VPN time machine?
You say this like it's a normal thing. It doesn't change the physical time that it is.
I mean, they're only like $50 at Walmart.
Oh, okay. Maybe I gotta invest.
Yeah.
Anyways, bigger gap. Opportunity to tie things up now. Dead for Virginia, and is able to buy up finally here, but still under so much pressure. I mean, in other situations on other maps.
Oh, and that's split off. Then
Triple Pro forcing himself in the main in
That's
a not great position, for sure.
He has two other teammates to back him up now.
Finding Audi first. Lovecat taking out Washington, but Big Soft and Morgan Son able to dwindle down those numbers just a bit. Always seems like
so low.
when Virginia, dying to that need. Ducklord now. Always seems like when Virginia is able to finally buy, they're able to find a round out of it, make something happen.
Okay, there we go. There's a round for Virginia. Pretty dominant win, too.
The only
changed up
rounds.
their play strategy some. Got a bit aggressive on defense.
The only rounds it seems like Virginia has taken so far are pretty much they've gotten 4 people left alive, which is great.
Yeah.
You know, only losing one person, especially in a forced situation like that, always big. But the Vandals still playing on their offense. Round 10 here. Still playing with pretty decent money, but could be a lot worse if they drop this round. Once again, seeing offense from Waddle, pushing out of A main. Morganson holding mid. The typical neutral play from, I feel like, both of these teams. Morganson trying to push out. Look down in the canal. Waddle finding Ducklord, but sticks there for the trade.
What? What? He's climbing up.
Oh, my group chat is laughing hard right now. Dude. Oh my gosh. Numbers even between Vandals and Virginia. Sticks trying to push up in the E-box with this op here. Washington's holding this angle pretty hard. Sees the shoulder of Sticks, knows to hold, but Sticks is still going to come out on top. Might be able to confirm that push for the Vandals on to B site, and does. Nobody else is here to contest it.
Yeah,
it's going to be the bomb down.
I'd like to think that shot from Sticks was a quick scope. That's what I imagine. Yeah, it's going to be a very tough retake for Virginia, and it's like they're going to go save again. I think they've saved more than they've tried to go and try and defuse the bomb.
Only 2 of them have heads, and retakes on B are so hard to play.
They have a lot of, like, I would have liked to see them try a little bit. It is 2-7. Like, I don't care if you have a care or not. At least, like, maybe try. They're the players. I'll admit.
I think the situation in this for Virginia, anyway, being down this many rounds over and over, just winning a force barely, and then immediately falling apart the next round. I think it's going to cause you to play a lot more cautious than you need to, which maybe it's good that they're doing this.
Yeah,
right?
And now they're
playing for a rainy day
full
fun.
buys.
And
terrorist timeout.
T-side timeout.
Wow. Okay.
For the Vandals.
Okay, they're icing themselves.
You know what? I like it. Virginia are trying to prove themselves for stronger buys later on. Vandals have a very significant lead over a team that, for the last 2 maps, has held very, very strong competition with them. I mean, again, first map was 13-11 in favor of Virginia. Second map was 13-9 in favor of Idaho. And now we're here. And none of the halves have been this wide. I think it should be less significant now. Virginia is going to be able to play with rifles in full util for the most part. But Idaho choosing to take the timeout as opposed to Virginia, I mean, maybe they're trying to help them out, right? And it's like, you guys need this timeout more than we do, so we're gonna force it upon you. But maybe we're also taking an opportunity to like secure ourselves, make sure that we're not going to start playing too sloppy because of this lead that we have. Because
it's a
very quickly things can go the other way. As we've seen them do. As we've seen them happen. Many such cases.
Yeah, I definitely do think that timeout was a bit of a heat check for the Vandals. They don't want to throw away this lead. And the Vandals are just hard rushing A here. 2 are going to be entering on the site. 1 gets taken down from Waddle. Waddle has been holding down the A side very well. That is what I've noticed. Even with the 2 wins, Vandals barely ever go A. Oh, looking away.
No, it's
okay.
fine. Waddle's not going to pick this just yet.
Oh, Flame Reject TV. Yeah, you're a true homie.
Welcome to the Vandal squad.
Welcome to the Vandal family.
Now, 3v4. And I feel like I've seen this story a couple times from Virginia.
I've never seen this story.
Every time they have 4 players alive, they clutch it up.
Oh.
All they need is 4. And I think they know that now. And considering that the Vandals are forcing themselves to play a little bit cautiously here, I think it's better that they are.
Do you think Virginia will start, like, sacrificing their 5th?
Maybe it's like, you're going to be my bait. And that kind of happened. Like, Triple Pro did find that opening pick, then 6 was immediately able to trade it back. So there is very much a possibility where Virginia is able to just be like, you know what? It's a superstition thing now.
This off angle might cause a little trouble. Yep. Indeed, it does. Taking out Shaw. Going for the second. Can't quite see. Waddle. Finding on duckboard. Planting the
Finding
bomb.
that plant, and yeah. Last one down. 3-8. Now, Flame Reject does make a very good point in chat that Anubis tends to lean very heavily into T-side, allowing them to take early leads. And that is what we're seeing here. And it would be no surprise to me if things got flipped completely in the other direction once the Vandals get to their defense. But I also, again, feel like the Vandals are very strong on Anubis defense, considering this map is just not built for defense at all. I mean, why even have a defense? Might as well just make it spike rush for both teams. But
throwing that nade.
Regardless, the Vandals getting as many rounds as they are in the first half is crucial. Making that gap as wide as possible.
Yeah.
Surely, that doesn't sound weird, right?
Only if you make it weird.
Yeah, sure.
Are we making it weird?
I don't know. I don't think so. I was just
Okay,
making sure.
okay.
You know, I was just making sure.
Well, now it's weird now.
Vandals still a little unsure about this push. Neutral play going on for at least 45 now. They're trying to play for more of a default, but like nobody's gotten a pick yet. We're about to see maybe one interaction soon, but still so hard to tell.
Oh, wall bang.
6 getting very lucky not getting hit by that headshot by the op. Being able to run away scot-free, but still now under so much pressure. Low-cap finally finding the first blood in second as well. Making a little bit of space for the Vandals to play off of, but Morganson and Waddle dwindling down those numbers as well.
It's going to be a 3-on-3
Everyone is one.
For Virginia, yeah.
Big Soft taking so much nade damage. Loafcat getting the bomb down. Finally getting a little bit of competition on the board, forcing a... Oh, Big Soft with the TK. Does eventually take off Loafcat, but that's not what you want.
Yeah. I'm flashing, I'm peeking. Oh.
Yeah, Audi just from the edge of E-Box, able to take out Waddle. Big Soft knowing to push this up just a little bit. Anti-flashing. Audi finding that last one. That's a 9-3 half between the Vandals and Virginia.
Is there a 9-3 curse in CS? Or is that a valid thing?
If there was a 9-3 curse anywhere in CS, it would be on Anubis.
And
just because of how T-sided it is. If you have a team, if you have 2 teams actually that are really good at their T-side and just butt at their defense.
Yeah, and the fact that it's also map 3 of semifinals.
That's true.
That
I
could
mean,
also play
we could choke those. But Virginia now on their T side, Vandals on their CT side.
This pistol round is huge for Virginia. If they want to have any shot with a comeback, the pistol is almost a necessity.
Now Sticks, okay.
Wow.
Maybe not hearing everybody. Rushing down mid.
Yeah, I wish he played safe. What is this route they are going on? We are going
it's a big
on an
one.
adventure.
It's much safer than playing main, where somebody could very easily
that.
be holding like 3 angles. Saw does find himself 1 though. Looking for another. Waddle is gonna find 2
from behind.
From behind, Washington takes out Lovecat, leaving Ducklord all on his own, and
all right.
unfortunately not going to be able to overcome that.
From
Hey, once again,
wait,
4 players alive. What am I telling you?
It's Idaho versus Idaho now.
Yeah, no, it's because they were switching sides.
Oh, sorry, my eyes were just.
You were seeing double?
Adjusting,
Yeah. I mean, it was such a crazy map.
I accidentally used both my eyes instead of only one there, so I saw 2.
You just see the same. I have 2 left eyes. How does that work? It just does, man.
I see 2 of everything if I use both my eyes. But no, I just.
No 9-3 curse, kid stuff. Hey, that's what Big Valve wants you to think, man. That's what Big Valve wants you to think. Or maybe fake comeback. I don't know. It would obviously be nice for the Vandals to take map 3 after the last 2 maps being as close as they were, but
okay, I wasn't even paying attention. They did the same exact route again, and it worked perfect. But Vandals, oh my gosh, they just completely swapped sides. Why did they do this to us? Okay, Virginia is so far up on top of the. Oh my. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's the second round, ladies and gentlemen. 9-5. Slowly, but maybe surely, Virginia closing that gap.
Okay, yeah, Virginia, I'll give you these first 2 rounds on this half, but if you really want to come back, you want to win this one. You do.
I would agree. I would agree with that, actually.
This would be a massive one.
Especially considering how the Vandals won their first 5 rounds as well. It really just depends on how strong you're able to play your offense in a point deficit like this. And the Vandals obviously don't have too much more ground to cover to take that map. All that Virginia really has to do is make sure it stays out of their hands. That's about it.
And Virginia has already taken up so much space getting ready to execute on B site here. However, all the Vandals are ready.
Lovecat. Find that first one on Waddle.
Wow, blinded.
And Morganson. Sticks finding the 3rd for the team. And
okay.
Everything just
Vandals
falls apart for Virginia.
Who's in the lead?
Which, I mean,
you
isn't the worst
it's a
thing.
bonus.
Yeah, of course, it's a bonus round, but it isn't the best thing either, right? Virginia did buy some util, so it is a little less money that they're going to be able to play with later on, considering everything that had happened before.
That was such a great read from Vandals.
I mean, for sure.
4 on site.
They're like, you know what? If they're going to play it like this, let's just go here. But here's an issue. We see one pretty much immediately clear A. And the Vandals... Oh, wait, no, never mind. Right, Virginia is on their team side. I read the map wrong. Well, we're all in Canal now, which is an interesting position. Before, it's very vulnerable. But it's really either you're vulnerable in Canal or you're vulnerable on site. And it can't be both, unfortunately. There's just too much ground to cover for 5 people. Especially 5 people that play like the Vandals do, which all kind of neat. Some able to do some big things. Sticks taking a lot of damage, but eventually taking down Washington.
Yeah, you just gotta step here too. Figure it out.
But typically need to be able to trade off. Right? Sticks had nobody to trade off of them.
Through the smoke saw.
I think a very nice kill.
Yeah, that's kind of ambitious for Morgan, I think.
Lovecat finding Waddle. Pro trying to hold down side on his lonesome.
Locat lurking behind
boom,
him.
finding it. Just peeking for that angle as tight as he can, and Audi finding the last one there. An 11th round on the scoreboard. But I mean, really, I mean, again, I said it very early on, but the Vandals are very strong at Anubis. And to end that first half 9-3, even if it is a map that tends to cater towards an early lead, I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah,
what are you going to do about that?
Yeah, I'll glaze the Vandals a little bit. I'm a glazer.
Okay.
Can't say that.
I don't know. You've already said some questionable things on Straight today. I
think you just make them.
Well, I think we're past the point now. Our audience was sure. We're streaming CS today.
Yeah, hopefully after the F-bomb.
Waddle. Jump peeking mid. That's a little funny. I like that a lot.
And Virginia is just copy pasting their strategy from the first 2 rounds. Oh, nope. They changed it up a little bit. They backed it a tad bit.
Let's take a saw on Locat left, hold B on his own, and that's going to be a free site for Virginia. And, I mean, it doesn't really look like the Vandals aim to try and really fight it. I'm like, they have the money, they have the guns, and although the richest players on the team are still alive, it's typically safer to just go for the save here.
Yes, I really like this for the Vandals, especially since they're just 2 points off of victory. Play it safe. You have a lot of rounds to work with. So if the round isn't in your favor, just start to set up for next round. Try and give yourself the best chance possible.
Exactly.
Take it home.
Oh.
Waddle.
And Waddle just explodes. Yeah.
And that's going to cost them a penny, but they'll have money.
You should. Anyway, with the money that Virginia is leaving that round with, should be able to buy a pretty decent utility to play with. And pretty much the same situation for the Vandals. Should be able to compensate well enough for either of their teammates. And just hope to go into this CT round with a steady level head. Virginia, though, I mean, the rounds that they have been winning have been really good rounds. And rounds that, I mean, at that point, they're playing perfectly. And it definitely seemed like that was the case for them earlier on in the series, and both Dust 2 and Nuke. But now we're on Anubis, and, I mean, leaving first half, no matter how T-sided this map is, in a 9-3 is... Starts to come back from that.
Big soft.
Apparently not too hard for big soft. Finding a very nice opening pick there on Locat. Maybe trying to make a little bit of space for Virginia to move on to B with.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to be committing there.
Molly.
Great Molly.
To prevent the push out of B-box.
That's fantastic, though. And
only goes down.
Virginia's going to take this time and actually rotate towards A.
Wow!
Whoa.
The luckiest pre-fire I think I've ever seen. The very last bullet out of that pre-fire sticks found their head. So numbers are even once again. Virginia is going to have a little bit of a hard time trying to push themselves onto a site. Washington did find one. Audi was there for the trade, though, and eventually were able to get them a plant. Rest of the Vandals are in a kind of rough spot.
Ooh, walking in a 1v2, gets one.
Now just big soft against the world. Saw finding that last one and getting the defuse. That's gonna be map point for the Vandals. 12-6 now. Shout out this MVP soundtrack. Yeah. Am I not?
Oh, really?
Oh, it's fine.
Uh-oh.
And probably because of copyright reasons. Production told me I wasn't supposed to be able to hear the MVP sound, but...
Oh, can I not sing Michael Jackson on? Darn.
It's like Leclerc.
I was totally going to, too.
We're told that we cannot sing Smooth Operator on the comms.
That would actually be fire. Just a whole round of us Sing smooth.
No,
Okay,
no.
No, copyright strikes. I see them flooding in.
But so far, anyway, I feel like the Vandals once again have had a very strong hold on the map. And taking that timeout once again after.
Even.
I like their approach to taking the timeouts this half. Or I mean, throughout this entire map. I feel like in other times throughout the series, they've been more so in anticipation of other things. Like, we're on a save round. We're going to be playing a little bit more aggressive here. Let's plan for the future. And typically, like, they do find success out of that. But I think not even what's the word? Not kicking a wire down, but like the heat check that you were talking about earlier. You know, kind of keeping yourself level while you're still up, and this close to proceeding past the semi-final in map 3. It's probably better. Vandals are taking an opportunity to do that. Now Lovecat tries to peek out of E-Box into Khan. Unfortunately, does miss that one. Song's holding pretty deep in the main here, which I don't know how I feel about that. Six is able to find one anyway. And
what? Okay.
Saw following it up. Not exactly what Virginia was hoping to see here.
Yeah, especially not on match point here. And now they got to try and figure something miraculous out.
Too much to lose.
Flanking. 2 Vandals are flanking the spawn. I don't believe Virginia will read this. They see one.
Howdy finding Morgan on the flank, and it's a
Duckboard has to
2v5.
read of where the other's coming from.
Sticks. Peeking out, trying to see where Triple Pro is. Throws that nade out. Waddle takes out Ducklord off the flank. One of the numbers down, but still so much progress to be made. Saw taking out Triple Pro. It's a 1v4.
It's all down to Waddle. If they want Virginia's hope and dreams alive, he's got to clutch this up.
Full health.
Lovecat.
Where even was that?
From behind.
Very unfortunate. And obviously because of the face of the play, like, our players are already out of their chairs. But still an excellently performed map and series overall. I mean,
was an awesome series. That was very entertaining. There we go, Sticks, giving thumbs up to the camera. Hey, if the Vandals lost with that lead, I would have ate Sticks' player card. I would have ate it. I would have.
I don't know what you were. I don't know what I was thinking you were about to say there, but I guess that makes sense. It's a inside joke, guys. But still, either way, I feel like the Vandals were absolutely on top of their game.
They were. They played so
even
well.
After losing map 1, you could just tell, like, ultimately they were locked in. They were absolutely in it to win it. And they had the energy to keep going very late into this series, and were able to stall things pretty much just long enough for Virginia to, I think, just get tuckered out. I mean, again, losing first half 9-3 after the first 2 halves of the last 2 maps finishing 6-6. I mean, it's a big turnaround.
It is.
For sure. So to see the Vandals proceed past the semifinals,
into the finals.
Into the finals.
It's gonna be sick.
Pretty freaking awesome. No relation to the game, but I was informed we were gonna get an interview. I don't know. We're gonna have to do that. Do you want to do it, or you want me to do it? I don't really think it matters. Okay.
I'll let you do it.
Well, in which case, Radical is gonna be leaving the desk for the night. Thank you for joining me once again.
Yes.
It was wonderful to have you on stream as per usual.
Huh?
We're both hosting.
Okay.
Never mind.
You made it really
He's
awkward.
still at the desk.
All right.
But we're going to have Lovecat very awkwardly standing on the edge of the frame with our little
we can drag that chair over
pretend
there.
SM58.
Oh, here we go. Oh, this is beautiful.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Nice and zoomed out. Wow.
So, Lovecat, welcome to the stream. You played an absolutely excellent series today, especially, I think, former part of Nuke with that very strong, I think it was like 24 and like 17 or something like that, KD.
Yeah.
I think, as I was talking about earlier, it seemed like the Vandals are very much on top of their game today, especially for how long the first 2 maps had lasted. It's something worthy of being noted that you guys were able to perform as strongly as you guys did this late into the series. Is there anything that is going on in your mind, especially after the end of map 1, where like we held that so close, like we can absolutely beat these guys?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah. Which, that's a big thing to both say and also acknowledge, because I think now is a better time than ever to have a performance like that. I mean, outside of like grand finals, where you feel like everybody is just like finding impactful picks. We're finding good rotates, which over the course of like the entire series felt like the situation, especially on the Anubis T side. During Dust 2, did have that Saw ace come out. I think the second time that Saw his ace on stream, on Dust 2, I'd have 2 nickels in this situation, which I don't even think is weird that it happened twice. I think it just worked out so well. Was it Saw or was it you?
Yeah. Yes,
okay,
yeah,
I missed
okay.
it. There was a second ace that I thought it was Saw for some reason.
Oh.
And I was like, I was remembering back, I was talking about it. It's like, wait a minute, no.
It was on Nuke,
It was not
right?
Saw.
Yeah,
No.
it's on Nuke.
Was it on Nuke?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Out of
Was
all your
it-
aces, is that a top 5 ace for you?
That's a pretty much top 5 ace. Like I was.
Hey,
okay.
certified
That's kinda
top
big, that's
5
kinda big.
ace banger. Okay.
Some big stuff happened out of most of this team tonight. And you guys are progressing past semifinals, going to finals, potentially fighting Purdue again. Any comments on the hypothetical Purdue matchup?
Purdue match, that will be a hard match. All of them have aim. Like they don't really play as a team. Like they just all just press the W key and just start aiming. So we're just gonna have to be ready for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there like any preparation, like specific
I
preparation?
mean, like you guys have played
can
this
think
team
of,
before.
or-
I'm sure that there's a lot that you guys have had to reflect on after that last match, and especially after this match, which again I was talking to Styx in anticipation of this map, and he thought that Virginia was gonna end up winning the whole thing.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. So that's a pretty big
Somebody was
upset
wrong.
considering how the series was played today. But in anticipation of another match against Purdue, is there anything that you yourself are keeping in mind, that the team is keeping in mind as they progress later on in the playoffs?
What we're keeping in mind is just like they really have like no plan going into it. So what we're gonna do is just like play more as a team. Let's play like just
Okay.
like force stack around places.
That's
so then
fair,
we can
yeah.
actually trade because we weren't trading last time, and that's how like they basically destroyed us.
That's a fair point. And it was
gonna-
obviously earlier on in
Yeah,
the season.
Like
There
earlier
were-
in the season, we weren't really playing at our best. We're just like kind of just coming back in after winter break, and then we're kind of just like not playing as a team.
And it was like your
Yeah.
second match of the season or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good
Still
one.
a bit rusty. Yeah.
And the last comment I want to make to wrap this up, is about the Vandals train play. Obviously, I think Purdue kind of had train on you guys, and I don't know how rehearsed that you guys have that map, but have you guys found yourself trying to scrim train a little bit more or practice train?
We kind of dropped it after that.
Okay.
Oh, wait, was that your guys' pick into them?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh. Okay.
So now we know.
Yeah.
For
Now
the
we know.
future. Now we know. But Lovecat, thank you for joining us at Broadcast once again.
Yeah.
Amazing performance out of you and the rest of your team throughout the series. Congratulations to making it this far, and I wish you guys luck in your match next week. For the rest of you, thank you so much for tuning in. It was kind of a longer one than usual, which
Yeah.
that's always a good thing, right? If you enjoyed what you watched tonight, feel free to follow. If you want to meet us, other friends, or fans or players of your favorite esports titles, you can join the Discord by using !Discord in the chat. My name is Kaz, joined here tonight by Bradical, and we'll be signing off for the night. We'll see you guys a little bit soon.
Yep.